still love that little animation.
Thank you. I will switch to my desktop now. Look, there you guys are.
Oh, Zero, you're doing a high noon?
No, I'm reading. I was just killing time. I guess I'll work on Jet's Black Nuzlocke since you guys are both working on stuff. I actually did this family, but I accidentally saved over it, so I have to redo it.
Oh no! That's so sad.
Yeah, it's good. It's
So
fine.
sorry.
But I guess I will, since I actually have sketches, I can actually work on the Nuzlocke on stream for once. Stick with the theme.
We're so proud.
I'm not sure if I want to do like the next page, or maybe I can like skip to when N actually gets Zekrom, because everyone knows that's gonna happen anyways. So it wouldn't even be a spoiler.
And get Zekrom? I thought he was getting Reshiram. I'm shocked.
Oh, that's the alternate timeline.
No floof dragon for him.
Nope. I get the floof dragon.
You're Jet?
What? More spoilers.
And then we discover that Jet was an author avatar the whole time. Pulls off a wig. Alright, so my current puzzling is I've got like a certain amount of space here to get through the rest of the dialogue, and then we're gonna have a big fun splash panel of the Oak family before the Oak parents went away.
Ooh, flashback.
Not a flashback, just a photo being held in the present. You know, Full Metal Alchemist style. Mom has a side ponytail. The works.
Oh no, that means she's gonna die. Is that echo coming from me?
I don't hear an echo.
An echo?
Da 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 da. Oh, I don't know why I'm echoing. Let me see.
Do you have your own stream playing and unmuted?
Let me check. Hello, Bronze Leaf.
Hello.
Anyways, I'm not happy with like anything on this last page, so I'm just gonna delete it all and try again.
Hello. Hey, Sugar Plum. Hey, Reggie Kingus.
If anyone's on my Twitch, you can feel free to jump over to the Nuzlocke Forum's Twitch channel, where we'll be watching the chat there. Let me see.
Your user volume is up. Oh, Kadew, I can move up your user volume a bit. People
Cool.
can hear you a bit clearer.
I could just talk louder too.
No, you're all good. You're all good.
I am really good.
You are. Kadew is very good.
The stream's like constantly buffering for me. I'm not sure.
Whomst is buffering now?
The Nuz Forum's like stream keeps going buffering for me. I don't know. That's just me though. I'm trying to figure out if this echo is coming from my end or not. I can't figure it out, so I'm just gonna ignore it and not talk too loud. Because it seems to only happen when I talk really loud.
I'm not picking up an echo from you at the moment.
Oh. That's good.
So. Hey everyone in chat. I hope everyone's having a good one. Oh.
Yeah, we ain't doing our P&D stream today.
We are doing an art jam. We're trying to be productive and good Nuzlockers in getting our stuff done.
Yeah.
It's still PMD. Pokemon Nuzlocke drawing.
Of course.
you know us. We're always 1000% on it and working on our stuff on a good and timely manner.
I haven't touched my Photoshop files since I think Thursday.
Oh man.
At least one of us is going to be honest about this.
I'll often like turn it on and then just sit there not working on it.
I've had
sadly,
Photoshop open on my desktop since like Thursday. It's just not been touched since Thursday. It just sits there waiting in case I tab over to there accidentally. It can be like, hey, are you gonna draw me? And I'll be like, no. I'm gonna browse Tumblr and get nothing done.
I mean, yeah, what else are you gonna do? Like, actually draw your stuff? Come on.
I mean, I've drawn a bunch in my sketchbook. For that photo at the end, that means that I have to have the designs for the oak parents down, because they're gonna be codified right there.
Oh yeah, you can't change them once they're canon.
Yeah.
Yeah, or at least it'd be a pain too. No one likes retcons.
Well,
so
you can, and no one will probably notice unless they go back to fact check it.
Yeah, but I'd like there to be like a continuity going on. Oh hey, it's Mouse. Hey Mouse.
Hey Mouse.
Hello.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Gavin,
I would really
fellow
like
kids.
to be revitalized.
Hello,
Oh,
Sugar
there's
Plum. Hello.
There's an N down there.
Gavin. Reggie King is. I am drawing an N.
You are drawing an N. Why is that not showing up as full screen yet? Huh. Oh. Oh, wait, what is this? That needs to be... There's something covering the thing. Sorry, this is a technical issue. Don't mind me. I'm just talking. There it is. Okay,
Grinding. Gavin's doing a not a Nuzlocke challenge, but a kind of game challenge where he's playing Platinum, I think it was, but he's using a Mudkip and a Trico and named them Setter and Briar, and that's all he's using.
What?
It's like no evolving or anything. I can't remember. Is items are also not allowed, right? But maybe berries? I can't remember if you decided berries.
Cedar and Briar Pokemon, they don't know what items are.
Yeah, they just pick fruit off the ground and eat them.
What are potions? There are no potions.
Potion is what happens when you take a bunch of berries and sort of squish them up.
And then you leave them in the sun to ferment.
So, Mouse says, I haven't drawn since like Wednesday, but to be fair, I've been doing gameplay for a new run. You also have an army to rest, Mouse.
Yeah, Mouse has the most excuse.
It kills me to shrink this art, but I think I need to squeeze another panel into this.
Oh, pain.
You can always save it as a layer. Although if it's just a sketch, it shouldn't matter.
You have been noticed.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's a sketch that I quite liked. This one, where Oak's handing the Magnemite over to Daisy. I really like the expression here.
Just want to say hi to Ink Betweens on my channel. If anyone on my channel wants to jump over to the Nuz forums, we're going to be interacting with the chat over there. It's me, TailsImp, and Kadew doing some Nuzlocke drawing. Some work on our comics.
We're in a commixer.
I can't tell what my sketch is. I think this is hair over here.
It's just N wiggles.
Yeah, it's just a lot of N wiggles up here. Gotta figure out.
Sometimes you just gotta draw them and Wiggles.
N's best quality, his wiggles. Certainly isn't his personality.
Nice.
It's always N roasting time. Doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing.
Always down to dunk on N.
Yeah, we were talking the other day. It's like, I was like, N's a good boy, and then someone was like, but his philosophy's stupid. I'm like, he's a stupid boy, but he's still good.
I said he was a good boy, not a smart one.
Exactles.
N is good, but his morality system of what he considers good and bad is a bit skewed due to his upbringing. He tries to do good, he's just not quite sure what that is at any given time.
No, he's too sure of what it is, and it's not right.
Yeah, that's true. It's not ideal.
He's absolutely sure that he's on the right path, as he careens down the wrong path.
This goes right down the cliff of morality.
Yep. That's why we gotta catch him with our giant trampoline. I've lost the metaphor.
Yeah, I'm wondering where you were going. Let's see.
A metaphor upgraded into a meta 5.
There
What?
we go. I have no idea what that means, but I believe you. Reggie King says, I kinda doubting my platinum run, whether I should continue it or not, since I'm not good drawing a comic or story, plus dealing with potential deaths of my Pokemon partners.
I mean, you can
Mouse
just
brings
play
up
it
a
to
good
play
point.
it.
Yeah, you can play it for fun.
I've
A lot
been
of
doing a
people-
few randomized Nuzlocks lately. Just did one of randomized blue version, and like those aren't ever gonna get documented, but it was kind of funny going through random team. I don't even remember what my team was at the end, though I'm pretty sure I lost like at least 2 starter Pokemon.
Ooh.
For
some reason
starter.
Well, yeah, because starter Pokemon can appear in the wild when you do a randomizer.
Oh.
So,
Ooh.
rip to that Charmeleon and Bulbasaur.
What are they really starters if you don't start with them?
No, my real starter was a, shoot. I think it was a Geodude that I took to the end.
Oh!
Oh, wow.
Geodude's really good in the early game because nothing has any moves.
Yeah.
But wild Jigglypuff are everywhere and an absolute pain because they only know one move and it's Sing, and Gen 1's sleep mechanics are stupid busted.
God,
So,
they really were.
So you just... And also, they don't run out of PP, so you just gotta sit there mashing with the speed up going and hope that it misses so you can get a hit in every once in a while.
Oh gosh. What?
Gen 1 was a good game.
Gen 1 was a game.
If you say so.
It sure was a game. But I still love it. Even if it's terrible.
It's not terrible, it's just flawed in some ways that aren't quite as charming as others. Also, in playing the randomizers, I've been consistently naming the player character either Brandom or Randy.
Random.
Or like name one the player and the other the rival, so it's Brandom versus Randy.
Mm.
Because Gen 1 you can't play as a girl.
Yep.
Which is why I just, in my comic, decided, you know what? Red's a girl. It's my
That's
decision.
how it works. That's how it works now. We have that power.
Mm-hmm. And with it comes that responsibility.
Sure.
The responsibility to make an awesome character. doesn't afraid of anything except maybe Pidgey and other Pokemon.
Mouse is currently doing a black run, and she says I can only use natural items, so no TMs, potions, X items, etc.
No TMs in Gen 5, the first generation where using TMs isn't horrible.
You fool!
Right?
Gavin says, I'm so glad you guys started streaming just now because it would have been miserable sitting here trying to reel in and KO Magikarp alone. Oh man.
Ooh.
Just that good old Magikarp grind.
Gosh.
Mouse is wondering if the stream is being a little finicky for anyone else.
It keeps on buffering for me.
Yeah, me too.
Need better internet.
Let me double check on my end, see if I can do anything.
My favorite berries are Lepa berries. I don't remember what citrus berries do. Are those just stronger?
Those are the 25% heal.
Okay, so they're just better orange berries, right?
Better except for at really low levels where 10 hit points is more than a quarter of your hit points.
Ah.
Oh, oop. I just... Huh?
Mouse says, oh, I don't care about friendship unless I'm trying to evolve someone. In reference to Gavin saying that herbs will mess with friendship. But I just read Mouse saying, oh, I don't care about friendship.
Friendship's for suckers.
Eat these herbs. That's why my friendship with my mom is so low, because she kept making me eat herbs.
Those are called vegetables.
Huh?
Yeah.
Gavin says, by the way, the first battle I did with Cedar and Briar was pretty funny because Briar got knocked out while Cedar got the experience. I'm sure that didn't make Briar happy.
Oh, God. Honestly, this whole start of your thing seems like it's gonna make no one happy at the beginning.
Start of what thing?
The Gavin's run of doing Cedar and Briar, because Gavin imported the eggs in, so they were at like level 1, I believe.
Oh no, that's gonna suck.
Yeah, so the whole beginning of this run, no one was happy.
No one was happy with this.
Least of which probably Gavin.
Briar's probably also not having a great time stuck with Cedar. All that friendship.
Cedar's with her best friend though.
Yeah, Cedar's having a great time. I mean, sure, she keeps being mean, rude stuffs, but she's just too happy to realize that she's being insulted and belittled all the time, right?
She's like Sora.
Or if she does notice it, she just tucks it down way away in a corner of the mind where she doesn't have to think about it.
That seems more like Cedar.
Healthy coping. All the what we're saying is Nuzlocke are famous for pro tags who have healthy coping.
Sure.
Yeah, healthy coping mechanisms like
like conceal, don't feel.
Run away from your problems.
Run away and pay.
Alright.
Smiles go for miles.
Daisy, you take up too much space.
Daisy, you cow.
Why do you
Rude! She's tall, she's a giraffe. She's like a head taller than her grandpa. I mean, albeit he has anime grandpa disease, but...
Where they, like, become tiny people?
Yeah, and by tiny I mean, like, he's like 5'4", I think.
It's not that tiny.
It is to me.
You're a giant.
I'm not a giant, I'm slightly above average, thank you very much.
We're not giants, y'all just short.
How do legs work?
Gosh. Oh wow, gosh. I can't get over how dumb this page transition is, and yet I love it so much.
I keep thinking the eyebrows are the eyes.
What?
on your kid there.
Oh God, no! She's gonna have like a shaded face, and you can't see the eyes. No, that's those are her tiny, weird little eyes up here. I promise.
They look funny.
She's so sad because the eyes are so down and slanted.
Incredibly sad.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No. Alright. Okay, so Discord's being a bit choppy for me. So everybody give me one moment. I'm gonna go ahead and restart my Discord and see if that helps with Kira and y'all.
Alright. Das Vedanya.
Toodles.
Sorry everyone on stream. I wasn't expecting Discord to be so
Rude.
So rude.
So rude. Let's see.
Wait a second. And am I still on call even with Discord closed?
It sounds like it.
Wait a second. I closed Discord. It closed. I didn't think it would keep me on the call.
You think you can just close Discord? Discord's always there.
God, that's terrifying.
So I don't know if that means you're also on the stream still, but you probably are.
On the stream, either way, I should be because my mic is plugged directly to the stream.
Oh, okay.
It would have lost you guys, but I'm still on the call apparently.
Are you sure you closed it and didn't just like minimize it?
No, it was gone. I just turned it on and the whole startup screen is going again. Like it's doing the whole thing.
Wow.
Hey, stream. Does anyone still hear me and Kadew? I'm gonna see if they do before I start reading some more chats.
I'm gonna read the chat anyways.
It's still showing you guys on the audio. I can still see that it's picking you guys up.
Oh, okay. Cool. Let's see. Where should I start? People always get on me for reading the chat backwards, but it's like I gotta scroll up. I gotta figure out where I was. Inkbetweens is in the chat. Dot Point is here. Gavin says, physical attackers, blah blah blah. Swamper can't evolve them, unfortunately. Mouse says, I think if Cedar and Briar got stuck together for an entire run, Briar would legitimately explode. Reggie King
Trico learned explosion.
Reggie says, but with my doubt of continuing my Nuzlocke is because I read this Crystal Nuzlocke. The person's Nuzlocke was finished, but their starter died in a sad way, just like Kanan Swoobat. They're stuck as Mudkip and Trico. The stream is lagging for Reggie as well. Mouse says, Kitty, stop calling my Marsh Tomp out.
Oh, is that regarding the just tuck the feelings away somewhere where you don't have to acknowledge them?
Yeah. Gavin says the stream is also acting weird. Everyone's weird. Well, if you don't like Pokemon dying, you could just play normally. Or you could be Wheeler and infinitely grind. Now we're
I still can't believe the level of Wheeler's Pikachu at the end of that. Like, first gen Elite Four isn't even that hard. Stupid moves. Freaking Blue's Executor had 3 moves, not 4. And they were Stomp, Barrage, and Hypnosis. No Grass or Psychic at all.
Alright guys, hopefully that's a little bit better for you. Hopefully it's less buffering.
You made the stream more buff, stronger.
Oh god, did it buff more?
No, I was making a joke.
I was gonna say, don't scare me. I was like, me adjusted a setting, like it instantly just starts buffering forever.
Nah, I still see. Why you just put me on the big screen?
Ha!
But there's spoilers here.
Oh no! I
Like,
will.
Spoiler, the Oaks have a pet Magnemite, and they're very cute.
Very cute.
Very cute. Magnemite has never been a Pokemon that I thought would be cute until I saw it in like a bunch of Nuzlockes. And everyone makes them cute.
Just a little good orb with a eyeball. It's just a baby orb.
It's just an eyeball. It's creepy.
It's just a baby.
It's like not even alive. It's some kind of metal ball.
You're making it mad.
Oh no, that's Scowy.
Zero, don't you like how dark my page is right now? Look at how good and dark it is.
You're doing great, Tails. I can actually see things. My critique through the whole like first chapter book. What do you call them in your comic?
Volume?
Arc. Throughout the whole beginning of your comic, it was just, it's too dark. I can't see anything.
Yeah. And then I went on the comic server for advice, and people were like, "What if you did this and it made it kind of darker?" And like Zero's like losing her mind in the background.
Yeah, they're like, maybe you can make it darker. And I'm like, what? Why would you suggest
You're
that?
busting in my thing. No.
I can't.
Gosh.
But yeah, and then you kept saying like, I promise it'll lighten up when I get to the next chapter, and then you start in a dark cave.
Look, it's not a cave, but it was dark. But you could see everything clearly. You could tell the egg was an egg. Okay, it was clear.
Yes, and that's all I could want for. I can't draw feet.
What the heck am I even doing next? Like, in my brain, I'm like, what? I need to add, oh my god, oh god, help me, I need to add the Bellsprout plants.
How many?
Goodness. A lot.
It's a horde battle.
Do you remember the sequence with the bell ferns?
And they're like migrating?
No, there's like 100 of them on the side of this hill.
Just do a bunch of yellow dots, give an impression of them, don't draw them.
Impressionistic.
No, I'm gonna be 100% real with you. I draw exactly one, and I color it, and I shade it, and then I immediately put that all into a thing I can copy, and then I just paste them.
Yep.
That's... yeah, there was no way I was drawing all of those.
Work smarter, not harder.
Where's one of the chapter 1 thing where we can see them? Here.
I exclusively work stupid.
Yeah, Zero, these things that were like a ton of them.
I'm worried about the size of this. Why does it look so small? Like that's the right size, but like then when I zoom in slightly, it's like all soft.
Huh.
I don't know. I'm just gonna keep going.
I can at least draw better. That's too crunchy to put on this new high def page. I have to redraw at least the first Bellfern.
Gavin says I can hear one of you.
Uh-oh.
I don't know when that was sent though.
That's fair.
So y'all well, maybe Tails, you can ask if we're showing, because if anyone's gonna be on, it'll be you.
Hopefully you guys can hear all three of us. It shows on slobs when you talk, like it picks up. Maybe I should turn this down a little more.
Sorry, I've been quiet for a while. Been
You're fine.
in thonk mode, trying to figure out the dialogue here. Because
Dialogue.
there's bits that I don't like,
Ah.
and I don't keep dialogue that I don't like.
Dot Point says, "Oh, that is creepy. What did I? Are we referencing the Zero
Holy
drawing
crap,
of?"
you're so loud now.
Oh no!
What happened?
My husband could hear you.
Oh
Wearing
God.
headphones.
How is that?
That's a lot quieter.
Is that better? Quieter?
Oh, a little too
Oh.
quiet, but better because I'm not dying.
That's good. I don't know what the hell I could have hit that made me that loud all of a sudden, but okay.
You're good now.
Okay.
Looks like the chat noticed too. Mouse just says
Yeah.
loud.
Max amp. Jeez. Sorry, guys. I went to turn down the Google Chrome sound so you could hear us all a little better, but apparently that just made I must have accidentally adjusted the Discord level too. But hopefully
Anyways.
now you can hear Kadew and Zero a little better.
Yeah, are we
I'm
on
adding
the?
Belferns.
Can the chat hear us? All right.
The creepy thing, to rewind a bit, was about when you were talking about how Magnemite are creepy, which is a bad opinion. Magnemite are precious.
Objectively wrong opinion.
Exhibit A. This Magnemite. Look at them, just trying to read books. You're getting smushed in the face.
Trying to be a good bab.
Wheeler is here.
Hey Wheeler!
Howdy do. Someday I'll learn how to draw hands, but it is not that day.
But today is not that day.
I feel like I'm getting this very wrong and I'm feeling embarrassed. Do I dare flip the drawing?
Do it.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's sideways. Okay, boy. Let me fix you a little bit.
See, now we get into the time where Tails is just drawing this same freaking leaf like 50 times. The interesting part. And then this is where Zero scolds me because I get too crunchy and up close. But I gotta fix it, Zero.
Tails, why are you so crunch?
Just commit to the
Gotta
first leap.
get-
No erasing challenge.
Haha!
I gotta fix it.
You're
Remember, this isn't just one bell firm, this is gonna be like 40.
Oh, you're not saying Bellsprout in a funny way. You actually mean Belfern.
It's the bellsprout plant, i.e. the bell fern. That's
You're
That's what
actually
it is.
doing a plant. I thought it was just like actual Pokemon. All
So
along
this is
the side.
the plant that Bellsprout mimic as a form of camouflage?
yes. And
Is
it's
that end hair or... No wait, he gets Zekrom. That's not Reshiram fluff. That's just end fluff.
That's Zikrum's tail. I made it a normal tail.
Wait, no, that's not a turbine.
You
You gotta have the turbine tail.
My idea is that she's got like a normal tail and then she can make it pointy and then it like expands into a turbine.
It's a transforming tail.
It's an umbrella.
It's an umbrella.
I don't know. Maybe it like has bits that
I need
come
to
out and
see
they
a
spin.
diagram demonstrating that.
please.
I don't know. I still can't. I can't draw Zekrom yet because its butt just looks too stupid. Trying to think.
Look, you're not wrong, but you're not supposed to say it.
Like I don't know. I don't know how it's supposed to. It's. Something. Like that, and then. So, like, if it had a normal tail, it would just kind of come out like this. Which means it's, like, thick at the base and then gets, like, smaller. But if it has a turbine tail, it just gets, like... would it still be thick at the base? And then...
It's just thick everywhere.
It's just thick.
That's just how it go.
Dragon's so thick.
I'm thinking, like, would that part still be flexible? And then it, like... straight... I wonder... And then maybe it, like, expands here and, like... I don't know, stretches the skin? I don't...
The answer to this is that Zekrom is very hard.
You don't actually have a plan for how the tail goes.
No, I'm figuring that out now. I
This
just...
is the planning.
Yeah. I don't actually know what it looks like. It's just a big beehive, right? Zekrom.
Oh, the stream just buffered for a second.
No.
Okay, so this part.
Confused screaming. What's confusing? What did I miss? Oh, Mouse, thank you. Mouse likes the world building detail about the Bellferns.
Hee.
Let's see. Well, the main wheeler trick that works really well is assuming every move will crit. But also, please grind in your platinum run. You're gonna wipe. Yeah, no grinding in a platinum run. It feels like a death sentence.
It feels like one because it is one.
You're like, no, it doesn't feel like one. That is exactly what that is.
Yeah, it's...
Hey, Zero.
Uh-huh.
You should make Zekrum's tail just a giant drill, Gurren Lagann style.
Like at the end when they're all drills.
When everything's drills, yeah. Just has a giant drill just sticking out its bum.
Do the impossible, see the invisible.
Row, fight power.
Yeah, touch the untouchable, break the unbreakable. Row, fight the power. Oh, I guess it doesn't
There we
have
go.
this part.
There we go.
I was a fool. This part is also black. Zekrom, your butt is stupid. Which means this part is like a lot bigger, I guess. It's just this big power generator part, and then this part. And just, like I'm thinking. So like the tail is like that, and then it has a part here that like then expands out like a transformer, like, and then it like comes out and it's like, and then it like stretches, like yeah, that's how it works. I'm gonna erase it before some engineer sees it and tells me it's not how it works.
That's not. Someone pops into chat. That is not how that works.
It's how it works in this universe.
Let's see. I said Mouse's name and then immediately the stream buffers. Mouse, I was just saying thank you. I'm glad you liked the world building detail about the bell ferns. Gavin says, I think I'm going to hold off on EV training for now until I get a hold of EV lowering berries. Then I can one-shot Pokemon that give more EVs. Because then I can just farm the berries, lower the EVs I don't need, and trains up the ones I do. Sounds like a good plan.
I don't understand.
Because I've never purposefully EV trained before the post game.
I always, whenever people said EV training in like just like words, I always thought they were talking about training EVs. I'm like, oh, that sounds delightful.
It's like, well, that certainly is a thing you can do. Oh wait, I can change this off multiply. I thought like that when I was younger. I was like, oh right, yeah, clearly. Training EV.
The only Pokemon worth training.
Copy.
Gaze deeply into the Magnemite eye.
It looks like Mike Wazowski.
What, because it's a sphere with an eye?
Yeah, but it's cute.
Sorry my chair is so loud.
The chair wants to be famous.
The chair wants to be thrown away and replaced.
Mouse agrees that Zekrom is such a stupid looking Pokemon. But Reggie says Zekrom is a cool boy. Cooler than Reshiram.
Ooh, I'll fight you on that dot point.
I actually wanted Zekrom when I first saw the cover arts.
Zekrom looks cool if you modify it a little bit to suit yourself.
I suppose.
Zekrom's got cool aspects that can be drawn out, like the wings and being a leggy stand-up boy, and like the electric stuff, the color scheme of being a Red Eyes Black Dragon. Like, there's cool aspects, you just need to sort of fix the weird flipper hands and make the tail drawable.
I like the flipper hands. How come everyone likes Kyogre, but they don't like Zekrom's flipper hands?
Well, because Zekrom has a flipper and a hand.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like, what's it called? That one Digimon, Gabumon. He, like, has hands inside his hands.
Two hands for the price of one.
Yeah.
Imagine if at the end of your hand, there was a second hand that was a bit bigger and flatter coming out of your wrist above your knuckles.
It's like, sleeves.
It's like sleeves. Those big flappy sleeves that are too long for your arms.
They're like just wearing really long knuckle dusters.
I need to see Zekrom in knuckle dusters now, ready to fight.
That's a Gajinka idea.
Mouse says it's because Kyogre is an actual fish, so flippers make sense.
False. It is a cetacean, which is a mammal.
Oh, what a cetacean.
I think that's how you pronounce it. The family that all the aquatic mammals are in.
I didn't know that was a word.
Yeah.
Yeah, cetacean.
Huh.
C-E-T-A-C-E-A-N.
You learn something new.
That's just the family of whales, dolphins, and porpoises.
I drew one fist and one open. I have to make a decision. Fist or open?
Make them both fists so there's less finger to draw.
That's a good point.
You should make them both fists and then crop out the picture of the fists so it can be the JVN version of that meme. That's the answer. And you know I'm not wrong.
You're not
Also, it means that
wrong.
N's ready to fight.
It means he just got struck by lightning. Let's see. But fists are actually hard to draw too. Let's see. Something like that. And then like that. I like know how to draw a fist in one angle, and then I have to draw in a different angle, and I'm just drawing the same angle so it doesn't look like it fits on the body.
Just copy and paste one fist for all of your drawings.
Yeah, it's just the same fist. It's annoying because it's like somewhat of a very slight bird's eye view. So there's a little bit of like, what's it called, fish lensing? But since it's a drawing, I have to simulate that.
Yeah.
I think that's good. Try and get the feet a little more like the same size as each other. Put this down here.
What am I doing here with Daisy's hair flip turn?
Hair flip
I just
turn.
like drawing her hair being swooshy is all.
Yay.
Honestly, what am I doing here, like, with regards to drawing a thing, is my eternal mood.
Just always
That means you need
confused.
to draw more things so you become more confident with all those things.
That's a good
The
point.
solution to drawing is always more drawing.
As with a lot of things.
Unless the problem is my arm hurts, then the solution is not more drawing.
Yeah, not more drawing.
Speaking
Mouse,
of, I think I'm gonna take a moment to stretch my wrists.
please do. No getting hurt. Wheeler returns! Hey, Wheeler!
Kyogre, so Kyogre is a mammal, ... retorts. Tail
Yeah.
flipper sideways. Oh, they're saying it's a mammal because the tail flipper sideways.
Oh yeah, it's got a horizontal fin instead of a vertical one like sharks. Also, it's pretty exclusively based off of an orca with the eye spot thing.
True.
And having big teeth.
Some fish have teeth.
Yeah, but that means it's specifically orca, not like any sort of baleen whale.
Alright, well, now these things are done. Alright. This, along with this ice cream cart, were the worst ideas for my chapter 1.
Good job, Tails.
In chapter 1, you came up with concepts and then realized you had to follow through on them over and over and over again.
The bell ferns were great in the first one and fine in the second, and then like the 5th time I had to use a shot with these bell ferns, I was like, why would I do this? And then along with the ice cream cart, everything about the ice cream cart.
I need to finish this up. I've been drawing N for the past hour.
You've made progress, though. You've gotten N. I mean, you need to
Yay.
finish the rest of his giant, fluffy ponytail.
Oh, the stream is behind, but I have just put the last line on his hair.
Oh.
Yay.
So it sounds like the hair went a lot faster than the hands.
Oh yeah. The hair has no form or function.
Hair has a form. It's whatever looks cool.
The answer, my
And its
friend.
function is to look cool.
Of course. I was the fool.
How would you palm a magnemite?
How would you palm a Magnemite?
Yeah, like how you can palm a basketball, just hold it in one hand.
Attach magnets to your palm, and then it'll be easy.
Man, I'm just trying to figure out like the way the hand looks when you're holding something like that.
Oh,
Like a big sphere.
looks like it's time for an apple.
The apple isn't big enough. Magnemites are big. They're like a foot tall.
It sounds like it's time for a Fuji apple.
Oh my gosh.
Fuji apples are not a foot tall where I get them.
What kind of ball is a foot tall? Are soccer balls?
Basketball?
Oh. Volleyball.
Regikinga says whales are mammals because they are a leftover thing from their evolution that they don't need but still have when they walked on land a very long time ago. Wait, so they came up on land and said screw this and just went back into the ocean?
Yeah.
Honestly, mood though. Like, they had the right idea.
This is so sketchy. I need to do another sketch on this.
Turns out the reason that whales and sharks and all other, like, even though far different, like, evolutionary methods, all the aquatic things start looking the same, is because there's only a very few viable, efficient ways of moving through water. You sort of need that body shape if you want to swim.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So whales ended up looking like fish because fish is the way you need to look when you live your entire life in water.
Conformists.
It's one of those if it's not broken, don't fix it sort of a deal.
Evolution's lazy and goes with the first solution that kind of works instead of trying to find the best one possible.
Well,
That's
usually
how it
because
go.
if you try something new, you usually end up dead.
Well, you don't normally consciously try something new, it just sort of happens.
Yeah. Anything new that didn't take means they ended up dead.
Yeah, they gone.
It's like if it worked, I wouldn't be dead.
Why did that select like that? Oh god, what is on still, but it's selecting like that?
Reggie says no, they were land
Oh.
mammals and then were forced into the sea, but I think Tails meant like because even land mammals came from the sea. So they like, came out of the sea and then went back into the sea.
My argument is because there's water in the air, we never actually left the sea.
What?
We went into the less sea area, that's all.
Yeah, the water's just thin here, the way that the air is thin when you go really high altitude.
What?
I like it, I'll take it. I made a mistake, but I'm still going to fix it in a very lazy way. I usually also shade my bell ferns before I copy them, so that way it copies all the shading and stuff very easily. I did not do that.
So what are you gonna do?
Oh, I shade one and I'm gonna copy that. And I'm just going to align it on all of them.
This is not an expression I'm used to doing, so now it looks really weird and I'm embarrassed.
What was that? Or are you reading chat?
No, I'm rambling.
Look, Zero, sometimes it's just what you gotta do.
Alternative,
Let
just
me
shade them.
That is a valid argument.
Also, couldn't you just, delete all those existing ones and then copy and paste the shaded one around?
Yeah, but at that point, it's just the same amount of work.
No, because you don't need to align it the way you need to align the shadow.
Yeah.
That's fair. Watch me still do this in the most stupid way because I've started it. My brain's like, no, we started this. This is how it works now.
Once you start, you cannot back out. That's cowardice.
That's exactly my brain's like. No, we started this. This is what we're doing now, Tails. This is how it goes.
It's like, as dumb as it sounds, now it would be very unsatisfying to do this any other way.
Gotta show that document who's boss.
I gotta show this art who's in command. Cool beans. Got my 2DS internet going. Are you guys doing a trade? Are we missing out on trades in the chat?
Is friendship happening?
I sure hope
We
so.
don't do friendship here unless it's for a
Unless it's for
resolution.
them. That's how it works. Reggie and I are gonna fight to the death. Well, we were close.
That's just one avenue towards friendship. Like, have you ever seen a shonen anime? The hero beats up a guy, and then sometimes they just become best friends after that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just like in PMD. Like, you gotta beat up each other before you can become friends. That's just how it works. Oh my goodness. So I'm curious, you guys, about how long does a comic page normally take you?
I estimate that from line art to finish, it's 9 hours. Or 8 to 9 hours. I don't know how long my sketching takes because I do it in one big batch each time per scene.
Sketching in big batches is very good.
I do everything in a big batch, so I have no idea.
Zero's like, good question. Moving on.
How much time? A lot. Too much.
That's always the answer when making comic.
It's
I
always
think I'm happy with that daisy pose, but I need to change the text now because the emotion of the scene has changed.
Ah.
Ooh, that's a mood. Can I put you up on main?
Sure. I'm just typing. That's not very exciting, I don't think. But if people want to see the daisy pose, then sure.
Oh, I like it. Just palming that Magnemite.
Yeah, my favorite part of Magnemite is making the magnets do weird things. Like there, the two of them are sort of hooking around her arm like a pair of bracelets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool that they can detach.
Yeah. Some time ago I came up with like an idea that like there are two different large like categories of Magnemite, ones with a strong field and one with a weak field. And strong magnetic field ones, the horseshoe magnets are always attached and just slide smoothly around the surface. And weak field ones, they float around more loosely around. And strong field ones tend to have stronger electric attacks, but weak field ones tend to have stronger defensive stuff like putting up light screens and reflects.
Ah.
Ooh. I like that. That's cool.
Just like different physiologies giving them different advantages.
I always love seeing little stuff like that with Pokemon. Like, it's so cool all the ways you can make, like, apply logic to it and make them different.
Yeah.
And maybe that'll come up in the story when we get to Lieutenant Surge, because I'm sure Lieutenant Surge would have like a strong field Magnemite. And it'll be like, hey, that looks different from the one we have at home. It's not as floppy.
It's not as floppy.
Can't even give your arm a hug with its magnets. What was I typing? Oh yeah, words.
Okay, I grabbed a couple of teams. These are very old teams. Good luck, Mouse and Reggie. I wish you both.
This is gonna have to become 2 bubbles.
I hate when I don't like dialogue and I have to change it like partway through.
Ha ha ha, yeah.
Okay. This. Oh, geez, it's light enough that those things would also cast a shadow. That's later Tails' problem. Like, it's just occurring to me that each of these Belferns is gonna cast a shadow. And that's later me's problem.
You could, take the color and the line art layer, combine all of that, and then turn it all black, lower the opacity, and just transform it down.
Those were words you just said, but about partway through, I lost what was happening.
Like, let me see if I can demonstrate. It's gonna be weird because the stream isn't following. But it's like a flower. And then... Oops. The color. And then you take those two layers, you duplicate them.
Duplicate.
Time to
Do so that they're one, and then you make it black. You lower the opacity, and then you transform it down.
Ah. Well, that is good to know for the future, but I think mine would be very blobby shaped because of, like, where they are as opposed to the sunset. They're gonna, like, awkwardly be...
You need to stop doing things at sunset.
I had to flash back. I'm not doing a new one. I told you.
Okay, because I was worried for a second there. Your first scene of your next chapter was again taking place at sunset. And I was like, come on, Tails.
No. No, we're flashing back. That's why the ice cream cart is back in one piece again. And
maybe it's a different ice cream cart. I don't know.
No, because it's the same ice cream cart girl. I even, like, considered that and was like,
it's her twin, like Nurse Joyce.
It's just
every ice cream cart is run by the exact same identical girl.
I mean, that's how it works in Pokemon, right? You meet a youngster and they all
have the same genetic code.
They're people
the girls
are
always
like
turn out looking like the mom. The boys always turn out looking like the dad.
Exactly the same. They're just clones of each other.
Just Big Daisy with glasses, and
yes,
Gary when he grows up is gonna look exactly like Professor Oak.
Oh man, that's weird to think about.
Daisy does take more after her mother and Blue more after his father, the way I have drawn them. But they're not, like, identical. I've tried to make the dad, like, not just young Professor Oak. It's been hard, though. I had to give him a little tiny beard in order to remedy the issue.
It's also fun to make characters look nothing like their younger selves when they grow up.
Young Daisy in the photo I'm gonna make has braids and braces.
Yay!
Yee!
Cute.
Oh god. Let's see. Oof. Good luck, you two.
Oh hey, Zekrum's got some expression going on. Sort of a haughty looking down upon.
Yeah, she's kind of bored, waiting for a hero to show up. So you're
I'm
gonna.
here for a fight, and there's no fight. I just want to fight.
Yeah, no monologues. Fight.
Gosh, why are they still talking? How can mortals have so many words?
No words, just fight. God, now that you guys have mentioned Dark Cave, I just realized, Zero, I'm so sorry. There's gonna be times where I have to draw my comic in caves.
Well, that's
Well,
to be
you'll
expected.
just each time learn and make your things more readable and less super dark.
Yeah, it's possible to make things readable in the dark. It's just you gotta apply some artistic license sometimes.
Yeah, it's more about contrast than like the absolute like brightness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll
Well,
figure
at
it
least
out.
in the night scene. Yeah, I already know that in the night scene I got better as I went. So it's like I don't think I will stagnate forever. It's
Just imagine
more
how
like
strong you'll be by the end.
right? Exactly. Oh jeez.
Yeah, I'm gonna be getting a Mountain Moon in chapter 1, and I'm a little scared of how I'm gonna do the cave, because that's just gonna be like so many dark grays. So many. How do I make them pop out from the background without having spotlights?
All I can think of is everybody who, like, as soon as they're done with the cave, are like, "Thank God we're out of the cave." And it's like they never even describe exactly what was so terrible about being in the cave. I just know that caves are terrifying by like association of everybody screams. We're done with the cave.
Yeah, right. The caves were at least like I could kind of you know, do the backgrounds in these abstract ways. But then when we got into the Dragon Spiral Tower and it's like a cave but with structure, because it's
You
a
couldn't just.
yeah, it's a crumbling like architecture, so it had to have some kind of structure to it.
Did you? I can't remember. Zero. Did you do like the Dragon Spiral rule, where it's like you can catch something like in Dragon Spiral? Because it's like Pinwheel Forest, right?
I sure didn't do either of those.
Oh, okay. You just count it as one thing.
Yeah, I didn't look up any black and white rules because I couldn't search anything black and white because that would be spoilers.
So you wouldn't have even known that Dragon Spiral Tower and Pinwheel Forest had like completely different Pokemon.
Yeah,
rules.
exactly. Or I didn't like I probably wouldn't even have known that the two areas were the same area. So like being outside in Dragon Spiral and then catching a Pokemon and then going inside and finding out it was the same area would have happened after I like went in. So I got a Mienfoo outside of Dragon Spiral, and then
Mr. Noodles.
Brother Noodles.
Brother Noodles.
Yeah, he's part of the monastery, I guess. And I think Major was my pinwheel. Was it Major? I think it was Major.
I want to say it was Major.
Yeah.
You forgot your bird.
Let me prove my friendship with these Pokemon by abandoning them every time we make friends with each other.
Hey Zero, why are all your bird Pokemon really stupid?
They're not stupid, they're just different. They don't communicate in the same way. Not all of them are stupid. Tutu had ambitions. She was a ducklet. Yeah.
I like to believe they're all actually all smarter than us, and that's why they don't talk
They're
our
just
language.
speaking to each other directly telepathically, and
Yes, exactly.
it's like speaking a different language that no one else understands and trash talking the people around you.
Right.
Exactly.
They got that tweedle language going on. You gotta speak tweedle.
Tweedledee, tweedledum.
Yeah.
Gosh, wait, am I done? Except for dialogue?
Ooh.
Did that happen? Oh no, I have to do some detail work on the rock. That is about it.
I can't wait to post this and have everyone in the comments complain about how Zekrom doesn't have a giant beehive for a tail. And then I'll have it be
Just
like,
tell them it's an umbrella.
it's an umbrella. That's with no context. Not like explain that it can like expand, just say it's an umbrella.
Yeah, it's an umbrella. And that makes total sense. You just gotta sell it. This would also cast a shadow. God.
Which means I'm gonna have to do like a transformation sequence at some point where she expands her tail.
Magical girl transformation, just thump umbrella.
Please
Ooh.
give me JVN magical girl transformation.
For reference, I conveniently have a family photo right next to me. Except instead of 4 people, it's like a couple dozen.
Large family.
Well, all of my siblings are married and have children.
Ah.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
So it's my parents, all of my siblings, and all of our spouses, and all of my nieces and nephews.
That sounds like a them
Large
problem.
family.
I have an inordinate amount of baby photos of myself in my room.
What? Baby photos of yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why. I guess no one else wanted them. And they're like on my wall too. It's not like framed and on my wall. I don't even know how they got there.
My gosh. Okay, there we go.
I'm not gonna bother to make sure that Zekrom's anatomy makes sense because she's so folded up right now. The next time I draw her, it'll probably be completely different, and I don't care. It's too much detail.
Honestly, yeah, that's just how it go, though.
So I can never do mecha. It's too much detail.
Oh god, yeah.
I can't imagine doing mecha anime back before, like, CG was a thing. Like, even when they did cars, they would, like, rotoscope them. What'd they do, like, photograph? I guess they were all based on
they're all
toys.
those little models.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all I can think of to help keep it straight.
I mean, that's half the point of mech anime is to sell those models.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Gavin, welcome back. Oh no, belly drum. Mouse, I'll pray for you.
What are the teams? Can we get a list of the teams?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Reggie and Mouse, give us your... Oh, let's see. Mouse says, I have an Incineroar, a Toucanon, a Lycanroc, a Toxapeck, a Alolan Ninetales, and Mimikyu. Reggie Kingus, what you got?
I like how Mouse had to have, like, read my mind, because there's no way what I said showed up on chat early enough for her to have typed that out in response.
You're just that good of friends.
She knew what I needed in my life.
Oh goodness. Oh gracious. Where the heck? I guess we'll just do this.
I don't know if
And
I
this gotta
like
go.
this.
Wait. That can merge down into you and then lock. Where's the white? Okay.
The worst part of Zekrom
God,
is
it's
actually
always
the
weird.
face. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, you're good. Go ahead.
Oh no, I finished. I was
Oh,
just complaining.
It's always weird when I have to like turn on the sketch layer again to check stuff.
Ah, it's like a blast from the past.
An uncomfortable one.
I don't know. Sometimes I like my sketch better than the line art.
When I like my sketch better than the line art, I just trace exactly over the sketch, so the sketch is the line art.
Yeah, but it still doesn't work because, like, you lose so many extra bits, you know? Though I guess maybe, like, it works for you because your style, like, your final style is also a little sketchy and painterly. But
Yeah, I have given up entirely on cleanliness, and it saves a lot of time, and it preserves a lot of the energy of the sketch.
yeah, you tend to lose
I mean, look
that
at
in
this sketch here.
line art.
I'm not a photographer. I don't know how people would arrange for a family photo.
Well, neither are most people. Wait, is it like a professional family photos? Like that they hired something to take? Because otherwise, most people taking family photos are also not photographers.
True, maybe Professor Oak took this photo of them.
Yeah.
Since they lived so nearby.
It's just Gramps taking a photo.
And an idea I had is Blue's gonna be sticking his tongue out in this photo because he's one of those kids that just refuses to be compliant during a photo taking session.
Oh, that's me. Oops.
But, like, I'm not sure how I do want to frame it, like how close they are, and because there's like a lot of heights going on. Because Mrs. Oak was tall, like Daisy is tall, and Mr. Oak was not tall. And also the children are children-sized.
Children-sized? For children? Who would have thunk?
Yeah, but like Blue's gonna be like 5 in this picture. He's gonna be a tiny thing. Maybe I'll have him dangling in his mother's arms. Just like, you were running around, so we're just gonna hold you here still, so at least you're in the photo.
We need proof of your existence.
Gosh.
And
I
Daisy's
always,
like trying to be good.
I always love when stuff comes off as sweet and then there's some like funny or practical thing behind it, like, oh look, he's being held, it's so cute, and it's like, no, he just wouldn't stop running around.
Yeah.
He just had to. It was no choice.
Okay, let's see.
Should I give the dad a button-up shirt or a polo shirt? Which is more dadly?
Ooh.
Polo.
As long as he's wearing cargo shorts.
No cargo shorts for family photos.
Why not?
No,
It's
why?
banned.
No cargo shorts for our family photos. Why not? We need to have a marriage discussion.
You didn't wear cargo pants for our last family photos. You wore nice beans. Is that 4 slices of toast?
Yeah, your parents went out of the way to buy me clothes that they thought would look nice so that I didn't look dumb for your family photos.
That just means your sense of fashion is a known quantity. Can I have one of those toasts? Or are you gonna eat all 4?
I was going to, but you can have one. Kadew's parents are very upper middle class.
Look,
They just, they
4
do
pieces.
everything.
Look, 4 pieces of toast are absolutely a valid amount of food.
Is that all you're having for lunch is cinnamon toast?
I don't know. Maybe.
I love my husband.
Cute.
Okay, turn this off.
I hate Zekrum's face.
Wait, why are you changing it? It looked good already.
What do you mean?
The last
It
one,
looks-
why is...
No,
Why
I'm
is-
still drawing it, but it's like now I'm putting in lines, so I have to actually get the
Oh.
markings right.
I thought that was your line art.
Oh.
What? Really?
Your sketches are really clean.
Well,
Right?
okay. This was my second sketch. Oops, this is my first
Those
sketch.
sketches? How bourgeois.
Well, this is my first one, and I can't tell what's going on. So I had to clean it up, so I can have some semblance of understanding. Though I guess I could keep her sketchy since it's like not reality, but I don't know.
Am I-
She's
Am I
also in
allowed
the
to-
background.
I know N is supposed to be really threatening right here, but all I can think of is, boy, brush your hair. I had to brush my hair this morning. Brush your hair.
I can brush his hair a little. Let me see.
No, don't brush his hair. It's actually very fitting, especially because he has hat hair. But especially since he's like 15, I just want to be like, baby boy, go back
Isn't
into the
he, like,
bathroom and brush your
21?
hair.
I thought N was like 20 or 21.
I de-aged him for my comic.
Oh, you made him a baby.
I made him a baby. I thought it was weird that, like, I don't
A
know.
20-year-old was stalking you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird when a 16-year-old's stalking you too.
Yeah, but it's also weird when a 20-year-old is like a child. Like an infantile, like, I don't understand how anything works.
Yeah, those are called man children.
I don't like it. At least he can be a little bit cool if he was actually a child.
Gosh.
Making him 16 means he's got a better shot at reintegrating into society, maybe.
There you go.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I always liked the idea that I didn't like when I found out N was supposed to be that old. I really liked the idea originally that he was like 18-ish or something, like a little older than the pro tag, since he seems so like I know exactly what I'm doing, and
Yeah.
that reads very. I just became an adult to me.
Yeah, like, I'm not a
So
kid
weird. It was
anymore,
like-
Dan.
I'm an adult.
Sure you
can't
are.
buy me, hot dog man.
Reggie is using a Galvantula Slurpuff, Glalie, and Tangrowth, Swoobat, and Dusclops.
Oh, dang. Belly drum plus leftovers, says Gavin. Your partners are dying, Mouse. Oh, gosh.
Never mess with Slurpuff.
GG, Reggie. GG, no re.
Just to warn, my 2DS is on low battery, but we should be done before it dies. I do not, but no power outlet. LMAO. Gavin says, I like shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear. And pants suck. I disapprove.
I'm a fan of pants.
I like pants. Also, shorts are hard to draw. They're not comfy or easy to draw.
You know what's easy to draw? Skirts.
Yeah.
But then you have to draw legs.
No, full-length skirt. That's what I did with Daisy.
Oh. It's just a tube.
Yeah, she's just a wiggly tube. It works. Her repetitive shape is tall, slender rectangles that are always a little bit curved. So her body shape matches her hair shape because she's got the long tube skirt. My in-universe justification for this is that because she's so tall, she has a real hard time finding pants that actually go down to her ankles the way they should.
Isn't that just the mood?
So, with skirts, she avoids that so much because it's fine if a skirt stops, like, mid-shin.
Yeah.
Good to point. Good to point.
Daisy's making some sense.
Sensible adult.
She's 17. She's about to become an adult.
Young adult.
Sensible teenager.
Youth.
Youths.
Okay.
That toast sounds amazingly crispy.
Sorry, do I need to mute myself?
No, I like it. Got some
Just me
Kadew
crunching into the,
ASMR.
toast crunching ASMR.
I was just gonna say toast crunching ASMR time.
It's so crispy. It sounds like a wafer cone. You know, like an ice cream cone.
I mean, what good is a piece of toast where it's just like warm bread? Warm bread's also good, so the answer is quite good.
It's good, it's just not toast.
But like, you bake a loaf of bread and you eat it plain while it's still warm, that's the good stuff.
That's the good stuff. Do.
Reggie Kingus is calling you out, Zero, for disrespecting Zekrim's design.
I'm doing my best. Look, I'm doing my best.
I think we're talking about in like not liking it, not in your drawing ability.
Yeah, dissing Zekrim's design.
Like, oh my gosh, that would have been so mean.
Gosh, you suck at drawing Zekrom, what the heck?
Disrespecting
You
this
suck so much
design.
at disrespecting the design. Like, dang. I would've been like, Reggie said what?
To be fair though, if I like really didn't like a design, sometimes I just completely do it like different from the original, which some may say is a disrespect. To like completely just redesign it because you don't think it works well.
I'm making pretty extensive changes to my Gyarados face because I don't like the flat squished pug nose.
And some may find that disrespectful.
What's disrespectful about making a really cool water dragon serpent?
Well, I mean, if someone likes the original, is all I'm saying.
Well, Magikarp is my husband's favorite Pokemon, so I'm gonna do Magikarp some respect. No guarantees with Gyarados, though. Guarantees.
Zekrom is one of those Pokemon that's cool until you draw it, and then it's like, why? What is this? Why are you?
Liar. Oh, is that your just reaction? Is that?
Yeah, it's like, she's got lines coming out of her eye here, and then out of here, and then down up here, and also in the front, and then there's another one that doesn't have a purpose coming down this way.
The line's purpose is to describe the volume by giving it a bunch of contours.
Yeah, it helps a little, I guess.
Its purpose is to torment Zero.
Yeah, that too.
Like, they knew one day that Zero was going to be doing a con, and they were like, we got to make this design as hard as possible for Zero.
Well, now that we're in, like, knee deep, like, nipple deep in the age of CGI.
What? I beg your pardon?
We're chin deep in the age of CGI Pokemon. They can make the designs as stupid as possible and, like, just model it once and that's it. There you go. And then us actual illustrators are like, eh.
Oh, idea. I'm gonna give Blue and Daisy's mom high-waisted pants.
Good.
I mean, like, yes, obviously.
Stylish.
Oh man.
Let's see. Your best isn't enough because we must do battle now. Oh, Zero and Ultra Moon. Zero doesn't have an Usum playthrough, do you, Zero?
I've never played Usum. I don't own it. My brother owns Moon. So I watched him play that, but we don't do the whole let's buy both versions and also the third game kind of thing. So yeah, probably not gonna get that. I will be getting Sword and Shield though, so
Ooh.
might be able to challenge me there if you also get it. I didn't read what Reggie said specifically. Since you disrespect the good boy Zekrom, you will feel the power of Pokemon and destroy you like I did with Mel. Oh no! Reggie won! Good job, Reg!
Good game.
Good game.
Also, rip poor Mouse. Rest in pieces, Mouse's team. Oh no, oh.
Do. Okay.
This poor girl is just not having a good day.
Can't end one gym?
Are you actually doing
What?
dialogue on stream?
Yeah, it's fine.
I thought that was like your one rule.
Generally, but it's fine. Step by Step isn't that popular. I doubt anyone on here is dying to know.
I mean, I think Kuroku's pretty popular, and I'm also not caring about the text right now.
I decided to jump forward to a scene that everyone knows what happened instead of working on the where I actually was working on it because I didn't want spoilers. I'm still a scaredy cat. Wink,
Well,
wink.
you also had like a traumatic incident with spoilers recently, so
Yeah. Yeah, I did a stream because I like found my notes finally and I'm like, I could go through these on stream and then I accidentally flipped too far.
we got some interesting live spoilers that day on Zero stream.
Some juicy.
Sad I missed it.
Yeah, everyone is now because now it gets mentioned and everyone's like, "Wait, what was the spoilers?" It's like we're not
I'm
gonna
not
tell
gonna ask
you.
what the spoiler is, but
You had to be there, but everyone's like, "Oh man."
Well, it was funny because it was like I thought I went through and put like sticky notes over everything that would be a spoiler. But for some reason I forgot to check the page that I have all the deaths written down on.
that's the top of my Nuzlocke note document as well, is a list of every capture and which ones died.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was like, wouldn't that be like the one I would check and double check and then triple check again?
You would have hoped.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
it was-
a pro tip for all you people in the audience: if you ever want spoilers out of me for Kuroku, just like get me in a voice chat or just talking to me ever.
Just
as long as
ask.
it's not in a group context, I'm so loosey-goosey with my spoilers.
Yeah, we already know what Bulbasaur's name is, and what happens with Red at the end.
That is not true! Stop
can't
spreading
believe-
lies!
I can't believe it turned so grimdark.
Gosh,
Can't-
who would have guessed?
Can't believe it becomes a film noir.
Man, what a tonal change.
Anyways, my traumatic spoiler incident recently is that Mouse managed to guess one of my mega spoilers. Don't ask her about it, please.
Everybody immediately turns to Mouse. It's
Mouse.
perfect because Mouse in mine thing it just says back, so I'm like everyone turns to Mouse immediately.
If Mouse betrays my trust with that mega spoiler, we are not friends.
Yeah.
Invited like a horde upon her, you know?
A horde of like a half dozen people, I think.
Yeah, it's like a lot of people to ask you questions of them.
I like to think that people here will be respectful and not do that. Oh, that's not the biggest Grogu spoiler. It's one of the big four, though. One of the elite four.
Ooh. Gosh, now you're just tormenting us.
Reggie's doing eyes.
Mouse I find very trustworthy, or at least I need to because I've told her everything about step by step. So I have to pray that she keeps all my secrets because she literally has like an outline of pretty much my entire story.
Nice. That's called a beta reader.
Yeah.
See, the problem with Mouse getting my big spoiler is that she's not my beta reader.
Ha!
Oops.
Oh yeah, it's like weird when someone guesses a spoiler. It's
Yeah,
like...
and it was like in a DM, so I couldn't be like, just not respond.
You could. There are ways.
Be like, I don't know, but then they know that they stumbled across something.
That's why I never like confirm or how do you say deconfirm?
Deny.
Deny. Yeah, I don't even deny like wrong theories. I'm just like maybe.
Yeah, that's been my thing when people guess most stuff is I'm just like that could very well be it, or ooh gee, I wonder that too.
That's a good question.
Yeah, my
Moving
issue is
on.
that I'm pretty loosey-goosey with a lot of spoilers. I don't mind most spoilers. There's just like 3 really big ones that I don't bring up ever. And those are the ones, one of them got guessed is like,
Oh.
okay.
Is it that Red dies?
Red does
That's
not
so
die!
That's so disorienting to me, like when something big is guessed and you're just like, how
did this
Wait,
happen?
where? And like you go over everything you've said or done to be like, where did they get that from?
Yeah.
Yeah, as Mouse said it, it was a shot in the dark and she hit a bullseye.
Dang.
Man.
Let's see. I think that's it. I think I'm done.
Wow. You're the first.
Well, both of us are in the sketch stage. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say I started with almost all of my flats done, so like.
Oh.
Yeah, if I was starting this in the shading stage, I could be done with a page too.
Yeah.
But instead I've got this beautiful blank canvas right here that I need to somehow pace out with only 2 blocks of text until we get to the big family photo.
Man, I cannot do that stage on stream. My brain doesn't work.
My brain's not working right now either. Normally I only do line art or shading on stream. But this is where the page was at.
Oh man.
Where in the heck is my sketchbook? That's not a great feeling. Sketchbook. There you are. There you are. Sketchbook. I can load up my next page since we still have it. And you two are so fast with the challenges.
Yeah, the challenges often don't take very long. You just kind of do it, or at least they're not supposed to. Mine on my stream sometimes takes like half an hour or so. But they're supposed to be like, oh, it's time to finish up. Let's just do like a 5-minute doodle. I've been thinking.
And you noodle it into the ground.
I noodle it into the ground.
Noodleitis.
Oh, so like I recently got myself a fountain pen to use for Inktober this year. And the ink that I got is Noodler's ink.
Noodler's ink?
Yeah, the company
so
is called
perfect.
Noodler's. It's perfect
Oh
for
my
me.
God. Zero's ink.
Noodler's makes a whole bunch of ink, and I think they're called Noodlers because they like hand make their ink from the, I don't know, pigments from the riverbank or whatever it is. I didn't do much research in it. But, they have, like, tons of colors. They have different levels of waterproofness. It's really cool.
That's cool. I always want to try ink, but
Oh,
I
hey,
get
my husband has
horrible
a box of Noodler's ink too, right here next to me.
Oh my gosh.
Hey! Does
My
he...
husband had an interest in calligraphy a while back, so he's got some fountain pens.
Oh! Nice. I got a
Think I could use
Lamy
one of your fountain
Safari.
pens for October?
Yeah.
I don't know how to use a fountain pen.
It's just
The
a
one I have
pen.
right now is not intuitive because it's loaded with transparent UV sensitive ink. So good luck using that.
Can I unload it with that?
Yeah.
Oh, I did forget a thing.
Hey, Tails, what were you saying?
Oh no, sorry.
Are you listening in,
I
or is
realized
the
I
mic
forgot a
just
thing.
loud?
Oh, it's just loud. Also, you exclaimed out loud, Noodler's Ink? And I'm like, that's a brand I know.
Sure that works.
So, I take it you're doing Inktober this year, Kadew.
I'm gonna try. We'll see how many days in it goes before I give up.
Ah,
Last year I got like 5 days in.
that's not bad. That's at least one a week.
1 a week is barely daily. Hardly daily.
Hey, if you can place an increment on it that makes sense, then it counts. You gotta work your way up to it. Before I did Inktober my first year, I had already been doing daily doodles on my Instagram. And then after Inktober happened, I stopped doing them.
Oh gosh.
It, like, killed my productivity.
Well, yeah, because you want a break after that.
Yeah, but then I couldn't get back into it. Reggie says, Zero, I'm challenging you to a Pokemon battle in Usum since you picked on the good boy Zekrom. Why Usum if I picked on Zekrom? That seems like a strange...
It feels like it would be Gen 5 you want to fight in.
Yeah. Like, to challenge me with... Oh, is that the game you have Zekrom on, maybe?
Oh, Zero, you lost your cartridge, huh?
Yeah.
For your actual... Aw, darn. I was gonna say, like, we should battle. I should up Alma's team and battle you.
Oh, man. You have an Alma's team on Black?
No, I could move it up to Black. I played mine on cartridge, so
Oh, yeah.
Alma's team is currently on a Soul Silver cartridge.
I thought the DS games, their Wi-Fi servers were gone.
I'd have to check. I want to say last year I moved it up because for that you don't need the Wi-Fi, right? You could just need to for that to 5th gen. I can just do.
Oh, you're talking about transferring them up.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like doing the battle on those cartridges. If you want to do a 5th generation battle, you could just duplicate your teams in Pokemon Showdown.
I don't know.
Oh, I keep forgetting that exists. Oh gosh, Mouse wants to fight. Tails, let's fight. Tails.
Who wants
Tails
to fight me with a
versus
Gen
Peter.
1 team? Oh wait, no, my endgame team is spoilers.
My endgame team is spoilers too. Like, which team would I use even? Wait, how
I
do you
can
do
use
Pokemon
my current
Showdown?
team of 5 babies.
What is Pokemon Showdown? I hear about it,
Pokemon
but
Battle Simulator. It lets you battle Pokemon. Just you like type in, I want this Pokemon with this moves, and it lets you simulate battles.
okay, so it's not like that specific that you can like do certain stats or whatever.
It's as specific as you can decide the Pokemon's EVs.
Yeah.
And there's several different formats supported, including formats that like change Pokemon's base stats.
Huh.
Oh my gosh.
Can I make a point?
Hmm.
In one of my earlier pages, I noted that this girl down here, who runs the ice cream cart, is probably not paid enough to deal with everything. She's really not. Like 1000%, she is not paid enough to deal with everything that happened to her on that day, including some rando just screaming about not being able to find a gym next to the cart. Like, then she got supersonic. She just does not deserve all of this.
Is any NPC ever paid enough?
Probably not. But this character I know enough about to be like, God, specifically you did not deserve everything that happened to you this day.
Oh man. Shouldn't have gotten out of bed today. Should have just
really
called
should
in.
not. It would have been a much better day for them had they not. I almost forgot to add the shading here. Gotta make it even darker, Zero.
You wound me, Tails.
What?
I'm like, you wound me, Tails. Every time you make
No.
something, like, you change the increment of darkness, you, like, look over at me. And I just shake my head slowly.
I feel more like every time I go to make something dark, I look over my shoulder and I can feel you from across the country. Push your head at me, like glaring at me and shaking your head. Don't do it.
Yes, that's exactly what happens. I look to the west and I and I shake my head. At sunrise, look to the west.
Honestly, neither of these girls are paid enough to deal with this.
Aww.
But actually, honestly, I don't know that this one's paid at all. As I'm thinking about this. I hope with every little bit I reveal about this character, all of you just get more and more confused.
I'd say intrigued.
Oh my god, I also almost forgot to mark the Togepi egg again.
Just turns into a giant chicken egg.
Gosh darn it, I should have just left it blank.
A giant lucky egg.
One large eggy.
One egg omelet.
One egg. Yeah, this would be several omelets in one egg.
0.3 egg omelet.
Close you. I didn't save my colors, so I need to open up my previous page. 3 egg omelet, all in one egg.
Whoa!
3 omelet
What?
egg.
Reggie says, shall we do a multi-battle, Mouse, with the other streamers? Gavin says, Cedar's team equals Cedar and Shelly, LOL. Just Cedar and Shelly.
You can do a battle with my team. 2 Pidgey, a Caterpie, a Nidoran, and a Bulbasaur.
Yeah, like, do baby team battles.
Baby leagues.
Yeah, the Junior League. And then I can actually have Lily back.
Oh my gosh.
Be like a Lily, Fire Dog, Lil Dog, Sir Francis, maybe Major, I don't know. How far into the past are we doing?
For fairness,
like
you can
Major?
evolve my Caterpie into a Butterfree.
Tails, why do you sound so distressed when you ask that?
Real question. Do you like poor Major? I feel like you like Major so little in your comments.
Major's there.
Major exists. Of course I like he exists.
Do you love
Oh,
Major more or
geez.
less than the Stunfisk?
I love him more than this. What's wrong?
Oh no, nothing. Nothing. Just something is not loading on my thing and it's upsetting me greatly.
Golly.
Golly.
Gavin says, alrighty, I'll get my team ready. Oh, looks like we're getting more battles. Showdown's a good way to do battle if you don't have any of the physical games. Let's see. Can't figure out the EVs in Showdown, and I get really agitated when the Pokemon isn't an exact copy, because then it isn't my Pokemon. But how do you know your Pokemon's EVs? Is there a place to check?
If you can clean them all out and then figure out their IVs and then count their EVs from there.
Eh?
Well, the other thing I've done is do the base stats with the nature, and then you know where these went, because like if you do it without the EVs, you'll see the difference between that and like your Pokemon on the cartridge. You know what I mean?
Ah.
Well, you can tweak it between IVs and EVs. Maybe it won't be exactly the same, but it'll have the same stats.
Yeah.
I've suddenly realized I don't know what IVs and EVs are.
IVs are the inherited values that are generated when the Pokemon is made. EVs are effort values, which are gained from battle. Both of them go into the calculation for what a Pokemon's stat is at any given level.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, like IVs are the ones that are terrible because you have to breed for them. That's like a perfect IV Pokemon when people are talking about that.
Ew.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I bred for IVs once, and I will never ever do that again for the rest of my life.
I have a full box of fully IV bred and EV trained Pokemon because I went through a competitive phase because I found my first Pokemon community on Smogon.
Smogon!
So, if any of you guys want to fight me on carts, sorry. They're gonna be good.
Kadew puts on her kitty face. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm gonna destroy you.
Last time I battled one of my friends in person, they managed to KO like 2 of my Pokemon to their 6th lost.
Oh wow.
And one of those Pokemon exploded, so they didn't really KO it.
Oh, so you're stronger than me. IV and EV did exactly 1 Pokemon, and then I was like, never again. I have great respect for everybody patient enough to do it, because it's like a lot of effort.
So is shiny hunting. It's
Yeah,
just wherever your interest is.
I have great respect for those who can shiny hunt for hours on end as well.
Yeah, shiny hunting isn't my style. I've got like I do have a 5 perfect shiny Ditto on one of my games though, because in black and white version it was really easy to abuse the random number generator. So I just happened to turn the game's clock to the right time and move the RNG counter forward the correct amount of times that a perfect IV'd blue Ditto just happened to spawn.
Wait, huh?
It was pretty cool. I've also got a perfect hidden power ice Thundurus in a dive ball. That's my biggest treasure. That was such a pain. Catching Thundurus in a dive ball, not easy. Catching it and then realizing you messed up the RNG, not fun.
No.
But now I've got it, and it's my favorite trophy piece.
Nice.
Also, excuse me here while I draw some really old Dragon OC of mine instead of my comic.
That's valid.
It's very valid.
I'm gonna be trying out the official Inktober prompt list this year, which I have never done before. And one of the prompts, for Inktober, and one of the prompts is dragon, but I'm doing rat themed drawings. So
Rat dragon.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I've been like
Dragon and Riot.
Yeah, so I've kind of been drawing dragons, but I don't know how to draw dragons.
Let's see. Mouse. Wait. Tails, Cedar versus Alma, or I kill you. Mouse is on my list. That's my retort. Let's see. Oh, shoot. Advin and Cedar buddies for life. And Jade and Briar too. I always like to ruminate on like Nuzlocke protagonists and like who they would get along with. Like with other Nuzlocke protagonists.
Yeah. The coffee shop AU kind of thing.
Yeah. Has there ever been like a wide scale event of like trainers of like Nuzlocke trainers fighting other ones? There's like some kind of event for that, right?
Like a Nuzlocke OCT?
Kinda, yeah.
I don't know.
I want to say there might have been, but I don't recall it in my memory.
It's one of those things that sounds like it was a thing. Like,
yeah, like it must have happened, but I don't know that it did.
I remember a while back on Tumblr, there'd sometimes be things where a bunch of artists would spontaneously draw their characters in some AU, like a dance AU or a ballroom AU.
Just be spontaneous.
okay. Well. Tippy, why are you yelling? Why are you screaming? We fed you already. The answer is probably he does not feel he was fed enough. He always wants like more food in theory, and then like I put down more food, and then he goes, "Oh, actually, I'm full," and like walks away. And like, no,
It was just a power play.
it was asserting that you need to feed me because I feel like it.
I need to make sure that I can still get you to feed me. In case
So
I
I
need
still
it.
have complete power over these humans.
Mm.
I gotta prove it.
I'm getting like Dragon Ball Z vibes, and I don't like it.
Dragon Ball Z vibes off that dragon.
Off of like these segments that I'm putting on her legs and such.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. I am picking up those vibes too. I'm vibing with you.
Yay! I'm not weird. Well, I'm weird, but not in this regard today.
Let's see. Oh, Mouse was talking a little bit about her process. I only use like 3 brushes, and one of them is for speech bubbles.
You have a separate one for speech bubbles.
I do too.
Yeah? Oh, well, yours makes sense.
Yeah, my line art brush is very much a sketchy pencil brush, so for the bubbles I use something a little crisper.
Yeah. Sometimes Kadew says something about her comic, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
I try to do things that make sense in my comic.
Because always my first reaction when anyone says anything about creative work is to relate it to what I do. And then I'll be like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, wait, no, actually, if I were doing it the way they were doing it, it would make a lot more sense.
Oh, wait, no, it isn't.
Well, it's not that it isn't interesting, but it's like, it's not strange anymore, if I think of it
I want
like
to
that.
say, I want to say though, Kadew, doing stuff that makes sense in your comic does not sound like you're working stupid. That sounds like you're working quite smart.
Mm-hmm.
I like to work efficiently if I can, where I'm not wasting effort by doing a sketch twice just to do line art that's identical to the sketch, or spending a lot of work nudging bubbles around when I can just draw a circle, draw a point, be done with it, and happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
I like my system to make sense.
Yep.
That's working
So-
smart then.
Yeah, I don't
smart
work
work.
stupid, because when you're stupid, you get things like, oh, I'm halfway through a page, I'm finished with line art and doing shading, and I realize that I don't know where my speech balloons are gonna go, and now there's no room, and I have to cover up good art that I spent a lot of time on. That's working stupid.
Yeah.
Kadew, this sounds very like personal. Like that was a very personal recount of a story. It feels like.
Now, it's a retelling of other people's stories that I've seen in comic chat, where it's just like, help, I don't know where these bubbles go, or I just see someone's comic and it's obvious that it's covering up a bunch of stuff, and I'm just like, you should figure out your text before you start drawing.
That would be smart. I should probably start doing that.
I mean, my text has changed a lot with the drawing of it, but I sort of draw and do text revisions concurrently so that the art and the text work together as a unified whole.
Yeah.
Because comics is about the union of words and text. It's not an illustration plus a story.
Mm-hmm. At least a good comic would be.
Yeah. There's definitely a few comics that's like, this really wishes it were a prose novel, and it's struggling against its own medium because of it.
Yep.
Yeah. See
Um,
that I definitely haven't done, where I edit the text when I edit the comic, and that's something I should do for times when I'm switching stuff up more. Because I have my text first and I have it placed, but I've never I've had times where I've edited the comic and then I realize the text doesn't fit. It's like, oh, that would have made a lot of sense to properly edit the text as I edited the page.
Reggie says, I like to draw, but I'm so nervous to draw at this point that I don't want to be judged so badly on by mean people, which makes me afraid to make stuff like a comic because I'm scared.
What you should do is find friends or family who dig that you draw and show them your stuff. And draw for an audience that you know isn't going to just be jerks to you. I've drawn many comics in my middle and high school years, and those were shown to my friends. And that gave me that confidence to keep making them and making them better.
Yeah.
So I'd suggest your first audience for your first works to not be the internet at large.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't do the advice of, oh, just draw for yourself, because that's not how I draw. I've always drawn for an audience. I want to amuse, entertain others. So it's less about draw for yourself, but find the satisfaction in easier to spot places than an uncaring void of the internet.
Yeah, I drew for my friends when I started too. Tiny little stupid comics that really were not good at all.
Yeah,
but...
my start was elementary school, 5th grade. Me and my friend both played Neopets, and we'd do little comics of our different Neopet families interacting.
Hey!
Oh, good old OCs interacting.
I used to love the Neopet comics. I wish they were still up.
And then middle school, there was a lot of me drawing things that happened in games I'd play, like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon or World of Warcraft, and show those off to my friends. These are the amusing things that happened to me while I was playing video games. I turned them into little stories for you to read.
Oh.
I was always doing comics. I didn't realize it until I flipped through some old sketchbooks a while ago, but comics was always a thing that I was kind of drawn to as a medium for expressing things. I just liked to tell little stories and try to get laughs or amuse smiles.
Yay.
And now I'm gonna branch out to other emotions.
Namely tears.
I mean, it's not like I'm not putting a framed photo of dead parents on this page.
God.
Reggie says, okay, wait, blah, 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 blah. Mouse says, Reggie, just be like me. Dive in even though your art is garbo and it'll get better, haha.
No,
Man, now I wish I was drawing. I want to draw fire. Gavin says, also I have a specific Pokemon that will get a boost from the... Oh, okay. Gavin says, I feel the same since I feel like my drawings are rough and bad too sometimes. Mouse says, man, yeah, don't immediately jump into creating for large audiences. Gavin says, usually the longer I spend on a picture, the better it looks, and if I'm incredibly dedicated too. Mouse says, I wrote novels for 7-ish years before I ever started showing them to anyone who wasn't my sister. Gavin says, probably why I haven't really been working on comic pages. Reggie Gigas says, okay, and then there's storytelling with dialogue and all that, cause I don't want to make my characters bad and boring. Mouse says, Reggie, it sounds like you just need to learn. Making good characters is wildly easy once you've learned how. I don't know if it's easy once you've learned how, but there's certainly a skill to it. It's not just like magic dust and unicorn poo and you like pray or something and it happens.
Well, of course not, Zero. It's the unicorn. It's the hair of the unicorn mane.
Oh,
Not
What
the
are you?
poo.
Actually, I think you need to skin the unicorn and turn it to leather, and then you draw on that as your medium.
oh, okay.
Oh man, we were
I
doing
dig
it wrong
it.
this whole time.
Yeah, you get a lot of unicorn blood on your hands. It's alright.
That's how you learn. You just got to get the unicorn blood on your hand.
Yeah.
Is all.
Anyways, for like beginner artist life, storytelling and dialogue, because you don't want your characters to be bad and boring. Your first characters are going to be bad and boring. That's okay, because everything starts out bad before it gets better. I look at my old little comics from middle and elementary school. They were bad and boring and stupid.
Yeah.
It's like
But-
you haven't grown enough to like make them not. It's
Yeah, it's like getting into another thing. Like, I went to my husband's fencing club the other week, and I really sucked with a fencing sword. My stance was bad, and my jabs were bad, and my parries were okay because I didn't want to get stabbed. So it was going easy on me. And it's, I was bad. That doesn't mean I should never try to fence again. It just means that when you start a new skill, you can't expect yourself to just get it. And the only way to fix being bad at it is to work at it and say, it's okay that I'm bad right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you
You
care
gotta
enough, you'll
be-
make
it's
it better.
It's not about like finding a way to not be bad. It's about finding a way to be okay with your steps being progress towards something greater instead of great on their own.
But also
Yeah.
think about it like this. It's like fencing is a skill and drawing is a skill, and they both take time. So which one do you choose? Why do you want to get better at drawing and not fencing? And it's like, if you care enough, then you'll work hard to make it better. Some people go out and they get really good at fencing because that's just where their passion is. If you're trying to get into drawing and you're not like you're feeling anxiety or like you don't want to like show anyone, maybe you don't like, no one's saying you have to get good at drawing or this has to
I
be
am
a skill
saying
that
so. You have to work at drawing.
Yeah.
You've got no choice.
if you want to draw, but maybe you just want to
No,
do
I'm
the
saying even if he doesn't want to draw, you need to go draw right now.
okay.
You have to. Kadew
Now
is
you-
declaring it.
Well,
Now you have no excuse. It's like, oh well, I got it. Canoe's making me do it.
yeah,
Kadew, yeah.
this is
You go and draw.
this is the Kadew manifesto. We've decided.
Now you're gonna go draw, and you're gonna go sit underneath a waterfall, and you're gonna go fight a bear.
But I don't like water.
So.
Are you a witch?
And the more, and again, I do want to.
That's kind of personal.
Gosh, that is. You can't just ask people if they're a witch. But I also
So we're
want to know
supposed to know if we need to burn them or not.
Oh my gosh, no, you're not supposed to do that
Hate
at
crimes.
all. But I was gonna say, and the longer you do the thing, the easier it will become. Like Mouse notes, making characters is really easy to her, but she also notes that she was writing novels for like 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
I like the more you put that work in, and the more characters you make, and the more you learn what makes a good one, the easier it will become to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
So.
Yeah, they say like practice makes perfect and all that. It's like it doesn't make perfect. Practice makes something, and the more you practice, the closer you get to better. You're not gonna get perfect, but you know, is that even a thing in a subjective?
What I heard is rather than perfect, practice makes habits. So if you make a habit of studying like a certain thing with the intent of being closer to life with it, then you'll become in the habit of drawing it more lifelike.
Yeah.
So when you practice, you need to practice with a goal in mind, and then with the repetition of practice, that goal will become a habit that it becomes second nature to you to be able to like draw hands or do perspective or draw the character in a consistent way. That's what practice gets you. Not perfect. It just gets you better able to do that one thing in the way you were aiming for.
I really like that because if you practice the wrong thing, you'll also get a habit of doing the wrong thing.
Yeah, like if you make a habit of hiding hands, you have the habit of not being able to draw hands, but really good at hiding them.
Yeah. Creative ways.
Yeah.
You get in the habit of creative ways of hiding your hands.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, there's a vapor of smoke coming through here that conveniently covers the hands.
Well, that's more like avoiding the problem. But it's like if you do draw hands, but you're like drawing them wrong. Like the way I draw people in my comic right now is so inaccurate because to me it's just faster, but it's become a habit. So now if I actually try to start a new comic and I want to like have properly proportioned people, I'm gonna have to break my habits and like actually relearn how to draw again because I've built up that habit of drawing them out of proportion.
I have a habit of really big eyes and round faces, and I'm not sure I'm ever gonna be able to break that at this point.
Is that a habit or like a style choice?
I can't make Daisy's eyes not consume her entire head unless I really work at it. That's why I gave her mom these big bug eye glasses, so that I'm forced to make the eyes smaller so she'll stop looking so childish. And also it does a good job of differentiating the two, because otherwise Daisy's mom would just look like Daisy. Daisy with a bigger nose.
Kadew same says Mouse.
Daisy with glasses equals mom.
Oh, I think Mouse's say was that big eyes and round faces.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Mouse said earlier. Let me see if I can find it.
Mouse said earlier to listen to me. I agree.
Yes. I second that. Let's all listen to Kadew.
Alright, everyone listen to me. Go like and subscribe to the channel. Gosh, I
like
can't even do shilling right.
Hey, that's valid.
I can't find it.
On that note, if you want to go see more Kadew, then you can follow that link and follow them and follow Kadew there.
Holy crap! Stop shilling for me.
So,
Gotta
bold of you to assume I didn't have like your channel link there ready for the perfect opportunity to shill this whole time.
We are getting close to the end.
We are.
Oh, and then I'm gonna be forced to stop making progress and go back to uselessly scrolling through Tumblr.
Oh god, yeah, you're gonna get forced to do that.
Or maybe I'll just go like get a real lunch and then just come back and stream more for the rest of the evening on my own channel.
That sounds like a plan.
Even more reason why you should follow Kadew on the Twitch channel that I just dropped in the chat for all of you.
Yeah.
Also, for somebody who gives good art advice and is fun to watch, there's Zero's channel link.
Oh gosh, Tails.
Nice.
I've had
Zero's
this ready since the beginning of the stream.
Zero streams are very cool and fun, and it makes me sad that I keep forgetting they're on Mondays and not watching them.
Oh, thank you guys. Y'all so cool. Also, Tails is streaming later today. I think. If you're feeling alright.
I think so. I've been doing stretches this whole time, so I think I'm gonna be okay. It might just be a shorter stream. Oh wait, is that supposed to be my cue to shill?
Yeah.
That's what I was supposed to do there. Okay.
Tails always forgets herself when she's shilling.
Well, because at the moment, my job isn't promoting myself. It's making sure that everybody who's on stream else gets it. Oh god, oh god, oh god. My Philip DeFranco started playing in the background.
Philip DeFranco.
So I might have some other tabs open right now, but I don't have them loaded, so I accidentally opened it and auto started playing. And I was like, no, don't do that. Alright, there's mine. Oh, you need one more for 0?
Hmm?
Here you go. Reggie was asking for your link again.
Oh, okay. I don't like
So-
something.
Okay, so are we good to wrap this up in 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is that alright, Kadew?
Yeah, 30 minutes. Hopefully in 30 minutes I can finish this sketch.
Alrighty. And if well, you're working on the sketch. If you guys if you
What was that noise?
Wasn't my
What noise?
chair.
Reggie Genghis just followed me! Thank you, Reggie!
Yay!
Hey! Glad to have you on board. I will be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow? It's Monday already? I'll be streaming
Monday already
tomorrow. Oh man. Tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope to see you there.
Do you know what you're doing tomorrow already? Are you doing more Poke Families?
I think I want to do at least one more Poke Family this month. Yeah. Because I didn't do any last month.
You did all animation.
Yeah, I was doing animation last month, and now that that itch has been scratched, I need to get back to the actual projects. And because Inktober is coming up, and so October there's not going to be any Pokemon families either.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. So I think tomorrow is Wingull.
Wingull family.
Wingull.
Pico.
Pico.
Pico
Pico.
time.
It's a bird time. Are we doing a challenge, Tails?
I was just gonna say, if we want, we can start accepting Pokemon for the challenge, but you guys are so fast, so we could probably wait until it's a little closer to end time.
It's up to you.
If we start now, I could draw something good instead of garbage like last time with those, the snow runs.
That's
Look at me. Kadew, look at me from over the internet. Your Mega Togedemaru that rotates is amazing. Okay.
When you
Amazing.
messaged me about the stream, I saw that in our DM history and was like, okay, it's there.
It's still there, just rotating this whole time.
They
It's
see
very
me
good.
rolling.
rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow the rainbow.
Okay, so now that's out of our systems. Guys, in the chat, do you want to drop Pokemon suggestions for us to draw? And Zero, could I bother you for your list that I keep meaning to ask you to send me?
Oh yes, of course. Let me put that up.
This is a good point for me to note that I shamelessly stole this challenge idea off of Zero, who very graciously allowed me to steal it.
You can see it from there, right? Just kidding. I'm gonna expand it.
Yeah.
Are
Put it
you?
in the microwave so I can eat one.
There we go.
Great.
Da-da! Da-da! Da-na-na-na-na!
Also, since we were talking about cargo pants and family photos earlier, I sent you an old photo, an old family photo.
Oh,
Is it in cargo pants shorts?
I'm wearing cargo pants.
Well, cargo pants is different from cargo shorts. My issue was cargo shorts for a family photo. Yeah, I'm gonna put him in cargo pants. That feels very daddish to me.
Yeah, cargo pants does feel very daddish.
My husband recently received a gift of cargo pants from his family, and he wore them to work and got asked if he had kids.
When you become a father, son, like the doctor comes in with a care package for the father, and it's just
you the baby and a pair of cargo pants.
It's a pair of cargo pants, like a dad joke book, and like I don't know, a watch.
Oh, you
or
don't
something.
need a dad joke book. The jokes just manifest. Dad.
Gosh. You just can't help it. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so the way this works is generally, oh my gosh, if this would like to open for me. So if you guys want to throw out Pokemon suggestions in the chat, and you guys can pick a number, or we can do a random number generator, and we can do one of the challenges that's up on Zero's screen.
Yep.
Like, we can take a Pokemon and give it a Mega Evolution if it didn't have it, or we can try to make it Anthro, like a Genjinka, or we can have it, design it with a nature and mood in mind. Or if you're me, you can just draw it badly regardless of what's gonna come, because I do all of my line work on my like sketching stuff on traditional.
Oh
so
man.
This will be interesting.
Tails, is this one of the first times we're gonna get to see you draw from scratch on digital?
Yeah, this might be one of the first I've like ever done that on live stream.
So are we rolling a dice for that, or are we just like voting for one?
If the person who suggested the Pokemon or someone else in the chat wants to see a specific one, they can put the number in the chat. Otherwise, we can just roll a die. Or if you guys have one, Kadew and Tails, that you want to do. I also wanted to add to the list some like challenges like draw with my eyes closed or draw with my offhand. Like just silly ones.
Hey, I've got practice drawing with my offhand from that thumb injury over the summer.
That's twoo. Reggie went over to my stream and then came back because mine was lagging apparently. Oh.
I mean, the ones that I'm feeling most would be, I think it'd be cool to do palette picker or the Gijinka or the nature mood one.
Sorry, I missed
mood
that.
Nature is fun.
Mouse wants Lillipup.
Lillipup. It's a Lillipup.
Also, if anybody wanted to see that fantastic rolling Togedemaru, you can see it on this thread, which is where we also post the stuff after we're done. And if anybody wants to do these challenges with us, like, feel free to post it on that thread too. Like, Zero did all the extra doodles she did last time.
Yeah, if you guys want to draw with us. Reggie Kingas came over.
Nature and mood?
Okay, sure. Do you want to roll for a mood and nature, or do you want to like just get the chat to say something, or just come up with our own?
If you guys want to throw out some like Pokemon moods and natures.
I put nature and mood because my original concept was a like actual mood. I mean nature in like the Pokemon, you know, stats. But then people in my chat started giving me stuff like like they were saying words that weren't from the game.
Oh,
like drinking coffee or something, or like sleepy.
Drinking coffee is not a nature.
It's my nature, excuse you.
I've never touched a coffee in my life.
We're talking more like the hardy or lonely, brave kind of things like that.
Yeah. I can't think of...
It could also be one of those characteristics too, like it scatters things often or often lost in thought.
So Reggie Kingas came over to my stream just to challenge me to do battle in Showdown or Usum, since I made fun of Best Boy. Though in my comics, since Zekrum's a girl, I guess I didn't make fun of your Best Boy. Zekrom! You're lagging 0. Yeah, I don't know why I'm lagging so much. This whole stream, I'm like looking at the Nuz Forums channel, and like, yeah, I'm pretty far behind in terms of what I have. But let me just close this so I can actually draw something.
Let's see. There's 25 natures.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, 5 times 5 for increase plus decrease. Excuse me.
Okay. All right. Do we want a random number generate for some of the stuff?
Sure
Since
thing.
I'm not seeing any moods or natures in the chat.
Yeah. We can do that.
All right. Do we all want the same, or do we all want to do our?
Oh, each of us doing our own could be interesting to see the differences.
Yeah. All right. So the first one is 11. I'm going off the Cerebi list, so just to make it easy.
Yeah.
Timid. So a timid Lillipop.
Who wants timid? I can do timid. Timid's kind of hard. I always
quiet. Quiet is hard.
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
And what's the third?
The third one is jolly.
Jolly.
I'll take quiet.
All right, I will do jolly.
Sounds good.
Thank y'all for being very nice to the newbie and giving her theoretically the easiest one.
It can be difficult too because jolly has a lot of energy behind it usually.
I need to actually pull up a reference for like Lilliput. I don't know Gen 5 very well. See, this is why I can't do like yours, like draw a Pokemon from memory, because all gonna be Gen 5 is like a blank space.
Gen 5 didn't happen for you?
It did. I played it once, and then I never wanted to go back because they all talk so much. And I was like, I don't want to get led around by the ninjas again. I just don't. Zero, you can back me up on this, right?
The ninjas.
The ninjas are terrible. I hate ninjas.
Is
Zero-
Wikipedia not loading for anyone else?
No, it's
was
been doing
slow.
that a lot. Like for a whole week now for me.
Huh, I wonder if they're under attack.
Oh! They finally came for them.
They are, by me personally. Me personally is attacking them.
So Reggie's like, shall I give you my FC if you're doing Usum? Reggie, I don't have Usum. I don't have, a Sun and Moon game. I guess you can do a battle request. I haven't ever used Showdown, and I'm pretty, I haven't, like, Pokemon battled competitively ever, but, like, in a long time just in general. But yeah, we can go. I guess.
You're so ready to fight.
My current team, maybe? I don't know. But Showdown would have to be it. I'm gonna redo
Gavin.
this.
Gavin tried to go on Bulbapedia and it didn't work earlier.
Alright. I found a reference from another place anyways. So it's good to know at least it's just not my internet that's friggin' out.
Yeah, it's been doing that.
Oh gosh, this is very hard digitally. I don't know how you guys do this. You're all very powerful.
You can do it, Tails. I believe in you.
Oh, thank you. Don't, but thank you.
It's too late.
Zero, don't do that to yourself.
I think Sir Francis, I thought for a long time, was timid. And then I found out his nature from my notes, and I think he's actually docile.
That still feels pretty fitting.
Yeah. It's just so funny that I just completely forgot which nature I was trying to go for to begin with. Timid, I always turn into like something like shy or scared, and I don't know how to differentiate.
I mean, scared kind of fits because like timid is like nervous.
That's true. Piglet is often very scared of everything.
Yeah.
Let's see. What natures is everyone doing? Kadew has quiet.
I'm doing.
Zero has timid, and then I have jolly.
Ah, shoot, I forgot ears.
I haven't pulled up a reference because I thought I knew what Lillipup looks like, and then I realized I always draw Lillipup wrong because I changed it for Lily. So I'm gonna have to look it up.
That's gonna be me if I ever try and do Cyndaquil later.
Lillipup. Little puppy. Yeah, Mouse said
Lily is
earlier.
very cute though.
What? Lillipup?
Lily is very cute though.
Yeah, I gave her like bangs. Because I don't like that thing that Lillipup has on top of its head that's just tufts of hair sticking up.
Oh yeah, I feel you. I can't find a way to draw Alolan Vulpix that I like because it's got a very weird like head thing.
Where all the hair just merges into some flowy lump.
Yeah, it's very odd to me.
Flowy lump. Da 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 da. What?
What?
Canoe!
Oh, you finally noticed.
Oh my goodness!
And this is why I draw, because I want to make people laugh.
This is nervous laughter.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is very nervous, fearful laughter.
It's quiet.
I guess.
Oh god.
You're not wrong.
That's I think what upsets me the most is that you're not wrong.
But you shouldn't do it.
You're not wrong. But you should, yeah, you shouldn't do it.
Oh gosh, and now it has like
What is Lillipup's face exactly?
a
It's hair.
sunburst.
It's all hair.
It's like, yeah, hair. It's like a mustache, but all over.
A mustache, but all Zero, I love you, but that is the most uncomfortable way to think.
More like a beard. I'm just realizing now that
face.
Herdier is a mustache but all over. Lillipup is a beard. Like a big old neck beard.
A big old neck beard. That's not a ton better, but I'll take it. Mine, do they have claws? Mine has claws.
They have
That's
paws.
That's an executive decision I make.
They've got paws. Is my concept giving you pause?
Oh!
Give me some pause. Oh god, wait a second. Oh, thank god. Okay.
What happened?
For a half second, I thought I was drawing on the sketch layer. On like a little...
You're doing
figuring
more
out
than
where
a
the form
sketch
goes.
for this. What?
What?
You guys are sketching for first? This is just
Not
I thought it
you
was
have to.
done.
I need to know where my form is. I can't just draw directly on. Like mine, calling mine a sketch is very like.
Yeah, this is just this is all my sketches. It's more like a base.
Yeah, it's I need it because I can't draw it on canvas, so I need some kind of like thing to help guide me.
I've grown used to doing my sketchbook stuff in pen, so I try to commit early.
Oh yeah, no, me too. Mostly, but because Lillipup has that neck beard going on, it's like basically two forms. So I had to draw a little bit of a sketch to know where the bottom face is before I put the fur on top, or else I just kind of lose the proportion. Like what I was doing
Anyone
earlier.
else in chat upset at hearing it called Lillipups neckbeard? Is it just me? Is it only me who is upset by this?
Does it upset you more than cow juice?
Yeah, they all upset me. They're all terrible. Why would you bring back cow juice?
I like how Tails earlier said the art jam would be me and Kadew, and she knew we would be able to behave ourselves. Meanwhile, over on her server,
My canvas is great.
meanwhile on Tails' server, I'm in the naughty corner currently. I'm in timeout.
For cow, no, well, you didn't bring up the beef jerky is just cow raisins thing, so I couldn't punish you for that.
No.
That was somebody
Beef
else.
jerky is cow raisins?
Yes.
Yes.
Or are raisins grape jerky?
It's great. There we go. Either
That's a
or.
little better. Like
Also, this is
cow.
not a server. Should I be on this?
Huh?
It's my. Do you want to be around cow raisins? Is that a desire?
Join
I'm all
us.
for grape jerky. Actually, no, I hate raisins. But I don't mind the word cow raisin.
I will be happy to invite you if that's what you want into my server where we talk about cow raisins or raisin jerky or grape jerky. But I had to put zero in the naughty corner because then she was like, oh, I mean, but it's not as good as the cow juice. You just gotta wring it out and get that cow juice. I'm like, stop, please, I'm begging you.
Yeah, you squeeze an apple, you get apple juice. You squeeze a cow, you get cow juice. It's how it works.
It's not. Stop trying to make that a thing. Stop trying to make it sound like that's a normal thing that people think.
Oh man. Gonna just enjoy a tall glass of cold cow juice.
Zero, please, I'm begging you.
With my
I feel like if you
sugar
squeeze a
carb
cow
dicks.
non-selectively, though, you get blood, not
Non-selectively!
God.
So, like, milk is a different thing because coconuts give coconut milk, not coconut juice.
That's true.
So I think it's a matter of
You-
opacity, whether it's a milk or a juice.
But okay,
Or no,
but
orange juice is full, like.
but the
maybe
way
it's too white to be milk.
the way you get coconut milk is you have to blend up the coconut meat and then strain it out. That's how you get cow blood. So basically you're just drinking coconut blood and cow juice. Cause you have to selectively squeeze an orange too. You can't just like squeeze the whole thing. You have to do
Yeah,
it in
you
a
can.
specific way.
You just.
I'm not
I-
powerful enough to do that. You have to
You
like cut it
try.
open and like have a tool usually, and like, you know, apply specific force.
Are you arguing that orange juice is actually orange milk?
Orange
that.
milk.
Don't like this. I don't
Coconut
like,
blood and orange milk.
God, I don't. Why?
Kadew,
And-
you need to join me and Polar as fellow deltas on Tails' server and just sit in the
Like,
naughty
this is what
corner.
happens- This is what happens when I let a whole bunch of deltas on my server. I was the fool. Of course this would happen.
So what you're saying is I shouldn't expect an invite later today.
Kadew, I love you enough anyway. I will still invite you, but you will probably immediately have to go in the naughty corner with 0. It sounds like. To think
I don't
about
want
what
to
you
be
did.
banned. I'll behave myself.
You're not banned. It's just the think about what you did corner.
Does it change the name to red?
Close. It's a relative of red.
Orange?
Yeah.
I like orange.
You'll have to behave.
What color do... How good do I need to behave to earn a green name?
I think green is just the default, so you just gotta behave normally.
Yeah.
A normal amount of behaving.
So, Quiet Little Pup is not a normal amount of behaving? Like, what's the line?
I can live with Quiet Little Pup.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
It's-
what the fuck? I'm gonna call Twitch moderator soon. What did we do? It's chaos. Wait, is this just because skin peeled off, sunburn is human jerky? Oh God! Ah!
Please. The last time I was in the naughty corner, it was because I mentioned harvesting human teeth. So, that's the level that you have to avoid. I like my Lillipuff's bangs, you guys. It just, it like, camouflaged the eyebrows that I gave it, but...
You gave it... Oh, I see the eyebrows. Yeah, those are totally part of the hair now.
Yeah, these are supposed to be eyebrows.
Not anymore. Also, what's a dog doing with eyebrows?
Good point.
It's a cartoon dog is the answer.
Also a good point. Dogs sometimes have eyebrows because of their markings, and it's always hilarious.
Oh yes, I've seen those. Those are great. And sometimes they have eyebrows because of markers.
Or pieces of paper.
Yeah.
Tails, you're doing good.
Thank you.
Is it okay if I tab away from mine real quick to keep working on my sketch?
Of course.
Go for it. You're being good and productive, Kadew.
Yeah.
I'm spending way too
I'm
much
behaving.
You're behaving. Like, I like that you're acting like this is your test to see if you can get into my so exclusive public server.
If it's public, then why haven't I heard about it?
I only really talk about it on the streams, and even then I forget about it half the time on my personal ones.
Alright, now to
I'm
draw
bad at Village for-
wistful Professor Oak glancing over at a photo on his desk.
Wistful. Oh,
What does wistful look like? Shoot.
that's exactly what I was thinking when you said wistful oak. I'm like, all right, I'm trying to imagine exactly what that means.
A middle
just
school
like-
girl.
Oh, no. I already went through that once, not again.
Oh man. I just think the anime protag who sits at the desk near the window.
Oh, and glances out the window.
Yeah,
all
that's
day.
wistful.
That's the mood you gotta get.
That's a good mood that isn't a nature. Wistful.
Oh yeah, huh?
I'm moving the ear down.
I'm on the wrong. That's
Maybe if I do like a real crazy perspective, like we're sitting behind the photo on the desk,
Oh.
and then Professor Oak is actually the background.
Like a little bit blurred out.
You think we do fancy things like blur around here? Shoot, but that perspective is jank garbage. Need to fix that.
I pull up my lily swatches and color this baby in.
let's see. Tails, that's cheating. At least mirror him first. Hey, no, nobody said anything about not being allowed to copy and transform.
If it's cheating for me to, if it's not cheating for me to do quiet by putting a muzzle on Lillipup, it's not cheating to flip the cam.
There we go.
Or copy and paste. Oh dang, color? Gosh, going fancy.
Well, I didn't really want to go back to working on Zekrom just yet.
Oh, I see.
Mood.
Procrastinating.
I'm noodling. This is just a form of. No, I'm keeping Tails company. Let's go with that.
Zero's doing that about being the last one.
Huh?
Zero's doing zero.
Zero's just trying to make me feel better, so I don't feel like the last one.
I mean,
Because
both
I go
of you
so
are
slow.
doing like clean line art, and I did a sketch with minimal erasing, so you're already showing me up on that front.
But yours was funny. You had like a cool concept.
Yeah, that's when I thought of that. That's when I said, "Give me quiet."
Yeah. I mean, these are just as finished as you ever want them to be. They're really just kind of a wind down sketch.
Yeah.
So,
What
they're
the
not
heck are
meant
we
to
doing?
be.
Oh man, you're noodling all the way over into shading.
Yeah.
It's I'm just wasting time at this point. I should read the chat. Hey guys, WTF? What?
This was probably in reference to Kadew's.
Oh, okay.
To mind everything that I've said in the past half hour.
No, I was thinking more your sketch.
Don't worry, Kadew. I'm with you on your portrait and your cow juice and coconut blood. Lillipup is a good boy girl. Besides, I managed to get a shiny Lillipup after transferring my Gen 1 team from Pokemon Blue. Tails, that's cheating. At least mirrored first. Anyone else miss gambling in Pokemon? There's nothing wrong with game
because
corners.
Voltorb Flip was awesome.
Voltorb's flip? Is that a Gen 2 thing?
Gen 4 Heart Gold Soul Silver.
Yes, it was very good.
True wish they brought them back. Well, speaking of gambling,
Oh god.
I used to
That's
not.
a way to start a sentence.
My mom used to make me not play the lottery in Animal Crossing. The one where, like, if you buy a piece of furniture, you get a ticket, and at the end of the month, you can, like, have Nook spin a wheel.
Oh, in Animal Crossing? Yeah.
Yeah, and, like, I don't know, I guess they got rid of it for some reason because it was, like, gambling or whatever, but I'm like, it's harmless. I'm buying the furniture anyways.
Like, it's an extra reward. Let me have it.
Yeah, it's not gambling. It's like extra credit or something. I don't know. It's less gambling than gacha games.
Gacha games
Me,
are
like-
just straight up gambling.
Yeah.
Looks
it's
at
true. Oh,
Tails.
you've got like a little black spot on your back. I forgot about that.
Yeah, the tiny little design addition that makes it a Pokemon.
Instead of just a
Oh,
that
that's right. You're very on the camp that like this is just a dog.
No,
this
it's
is a
not.
dog.
What other dogs have neck beards?
That you
Most.
know,
Okay, Lillipup I don't get on the case of. I think Lillipup actually is quite designed. It's Herdier that I get on the case on.
Because Herdier's just a normal terrier.
It's literally just a normal terrier. Like, even, like, Kadew, you brought up one time that most Pokemon birds are also just birds. But I'd like to say that at least in game, the bird Pokemon have these, like, cool powers and stuff. Other than maybe TMs, Herdier literally just has, like, bite and tackle and takedown and, like, all things that a dog could actually do.
yeah, it's that I can't deny that.
And, like, I guess the only thing is if you read its Pokedex, the fur on its back is, like, supposed to be really hard or something. And so it, like, protects it from attack. But like literally if you just have your dog grow out their fur a little, it would technically be a little bit buffer. It's not like so it wasn't like, oh, it's made out of steel or can like block swords or something. Yeah, so like
Zero will die on this.
Okay, fine. Herdier's a dog. You win.
It's like it's the most animal of the animal Pokemon. And I haven't had anyone convince me otherwise yet.
You've made an excellent case.
Thank you. I like arguing about pointless topics that don't matter.
I like perspective. I'm suffering with trying to do the back of this picture frame in a way that'll actually put it in view. Because I feel like that whole little bar thing is a distinctive part of a picture frame.
Mm-hmm.
But if I were doing it accurately, it'd be like down here, way out of frame.
I'm giving my lily pup socks.
Socks!
It's getting like the little sock.
Is it a holly jolly?
I hate that like dark color is only in one spot on the lily pup.
Oh, that kind of socks. I thought like you meant actually putting booties on your...
No, it's
little
just
dog
it's got
booties. Little dog booties.
Paws. It can't do that. Mouse, I hope this reads as jolly enough for you. I hope this is good.
It's very jolly.
It's
All right,
very jolly, baby.
Have a holly jolly. Oh wait, it's not December yet.
Let's see. Oh gosh. Let's see. Game corners. Wish they brought them back, says Gavin. Voltor Flip is fun, Gavin. Dot Point says, Gavin says it's basically Minesweeper, which sucks, and Dot Point says Minesweeper is the best game in Windows.
Minesweeper's awesome. You're just bad at it.
Ha ha.
I also think Minesweeper is good, and I am also terrible. Just for some notes.
I don't know how to play Minesweep. I can play Solitaire. That's the only game on the computer that I can play.
Where is...
I don't like shading faces that are just one shape because I don't draw my things anatomically correct enough for shading.
I cheat on face shading a lot. And just put like a little bit under the chin and only have the hat shade the eyes when I feel like it.
That's how it goes sometime.
Baby.
I'll take some notes from the Kadew book and put some shading under the chin.
Well, like on humans, because humans have chins. Most animals don't have chins.
Actually, they do. It's weird.
I mean, animals are weird. I will give you that.
I mean a chin as in the jawbone goes out again before going in.
I will raise you. Humans actually have muzzles. If you look at the musculature, we actually have a muzzle like most animals. It's just really flat. And it's weird when you see it.
Humans are pugs.
Yeah.
That was not the hot take I thought we were gonna get today, but you know what? I'm kind of here for it.
Yeah, it's a little weird sometimes when I see like an anthro animal and it's got a very prominently stick out chin. Sometimes it works depending on the style, but most often I'm not into it. I think that's my pup. I don't know what I can do else with it. Maybe some highlights. Maybe get a yellow and make that a screen layer. Just put a little... Yellow's too strong.
Yellow, isn't that like a pretty evergreen feeling?
Hmm?
Yellow being too strong for whatever it is.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm just like yellow seems like it would fit here, and then like I do it, and I'm like that was a lie. Why did I ever tell myself that?
Why would that ever be the case?
Yeah, I think my baby is done with that light shading on it. I hope that reads as very jolly.
Put yours up, Tails. I'm hogging the
Oh.
screen.
Oh, I think I'm 3. That's my baby.
Let's see. Pumping the computer full of malware and virus. Dot Point says, I like the Lillipup Zero. Thank you, Dot Point. Tails, I like the socks. It really adds something. I really do feel like the feet should be a different color. It's weird.
I don't know, it just helps break it up a little. I am a big brat with, like, I usually don't like a color being only one spot unless it's something like the eyes where you're really supposed to draw attention. It feels very weird that, like, it's one big separate color is, like, its back. I don't know, that just feels very odd to me.
Black is okay, I think, because it's not really a color. But to me, it's weird that there's this very clear separation between the fluff on top of the feet and then the feet, but then there's no change in color.
Yeah. Oh, jeez, I'm gonna have to fix.
I made my timid pup not, like, super scared. It's just a normal kid.
Yours is just mildly happy.
Yeah.
You made a mild little pup.
Oh, man. Aw, gee. Aw. Well,
So,
that's what happens.
You failed the challenge.
it's a very good look. That's all that matters.
They're
y'all's being colored and mine not being colored is starting to bug me.
I'm sorry, that wasn't the goal. I haven't saved this thing this whole time. I haven't
saved since the stream began.
Oh, gee.
Do please save.
Don't be like me, kids.
Don't be, normally be exactly like Kadew, but please this time don't do that.
Wait, normally be exactly like Kadew?
Because your advice is great and your process is smart, so normally take after you when it comes to doing art, but not this.
Not
yeah,
in
I'm
here.
really bad about saving, guys.
God,
I
this-
save whenever I, like, stop being at the art, and even then sometimes, like, one time I lost, like, half a page worth of sketch that was really good. Because I left it open on my computer for a long time, and then came back to it and tried closing Photoshop, and it was like, would you like to save thing before you quit? And I was like, I probably saved it when I stopped working on it last, and hit no, because I'm an idiot.
Heart attack? Like, oh gosh, save your stuff. And if you're planning on selling it, back up stuff.
Yeah. Tails...
in retrospect, I need to back up a lot of step-by-step pages. I'm very much recalling.
I do have good backups because me and my husband have things synchronized between our computers, such that my Karuku folder automatically backs up on both my laptop and my husband's desktop. So there's 2 extra copies in the world.
That's smart. So,
and it's automatic as long as both devices are attached to the internet, so I can just go on campus with my laptop and work on my thing if I want, which is pretty swell.
yeah, that's very nice.
This fast, slightly pastel shading that Kadew is doing is one of my favorite things to do on sketches. Just like, just really quickly throw on some color.
It's very nice. The pastel.
Yeah, there's something about lowering the opacity on the brush that makes it like suddenly like, I don't have to make this super clean. Something happens in my brain. And it still looks good. I can't get over that. It's like, quiet, Lillipup! Or else!
Yeah, it's like someone's yelling it, not like the title. So, gosh. Zero, I like your timid Lillipup. I don't care what Kadew says. It's a very good baby.
Thank you.
You guys, you really did go full out though. You did shading, there's highlighting.
You gave me a lot of time.
Yeah, because Zero normally like sneezes these out at the end. Like she's like so quick.
Achoo!
It's like a chew, and we're done.
I mean, I was pretty quick too. I was done with the sketch by the time Zero was doing color.
Yeah, you had time to go back and actually work on your thing.
I think that's as clean as this is gonna get.
Yay!
I like it. I like everyone's. We got the quiet one from Kadew. We have the timid one from Zero, and we have my hopefully reads as jolly one.
Jolly!
Jolly.
Yay!
I think that's gonna do it for today, everybody. Thank you all for joining us for our art jam.
Thank you! It was so fun to get some work done together with other folks.
If any of you guys did the challenges with us, please be sure to drop it by on the forum. I have a thread for it so we can all see it, and I will, with the permission of Kadew and Zero, be posting ours when we in just a bit.
Yes.
So,
Should I take out the Quiet Lillipup title before sending it to you?
No, actually,
That's
I'm gonna
fine.
add. I'm gonna
Same.
add a title to mine.
yeah, same. So you're good. So, but yeah, I think that's gonna do it. Real quick again, be sure you follow both of these wonderful artists. Kadew, you said you might stream later again today, right?
Yeah, maybe. Gonna get dinner first and then see how I feel, but I might.
All right.
No
so there's
promises.
Kadew, and there. Oh, that one's me. That one's me. Not
Tails
Zero.
is streaming later today too.
Why is that on your? Why is that on yours? Oh, because I typed it in there. That's me. If you'd like to follow mine, and Zero's is here. If you want to follow any of us individually. Thank you, girls, for coming on and joining me in this art jam. It's always fun.
Thanks
And
for
it's good to be
hosting,
productive.
Tails. It is.
It's nice.
No, thank you
So-
for
Gave me a
doing
good
all.
excuse to work on my comic over here, and I managed to do like a page worth of sketching, so that's pretty cool. Thanks for inviting me.
Nice. Thank you for joining us. So I think that's gonna do it. Everybody in the chat, thank y'all for joining us. It's always lovely to have you every week. The plan for next week is to go back up with more PMD. So thank you for joining us for the art jam that we did instead this week. It's always a good time. And God help me, I need to be productive because school starts next week. So
Oh man.
my secret reason for doing this is Tails needs to be productive before she jumps into 5 classes starting next week.
Good luck.
Pray for me.
Good stinking
All right,
luck. Yep.
All right, everybody, have a wonderful week. You guys want to say anything before we go?
Smiles go for miles.
Run
Smiles
away and pay.
Hey.
Run away and pay. Smiles go for miles. Don't shirk work.
Don't
We
shirk
did that,
work.
everybody.
We certainly didn't today.
We were good. We didn't shirk work. The ending of the PMD streams is Smiles go for miles. The ending of the Jam ones is don't shirk work.
Don't shirk work. Yeah.
Bye,
Run away and
everyone.
pay. Remember, there's no running from a trainer battle.
Hey.
Now go draw. Kadew commanded it.
Is this loss? Damn it.
Yes. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Okay, we should be clear. Apparently we're not at the recording. There we go. Thank you again, guys, for coming.
It was fun.
We were productive.
For once.
We produced.
We produced stuff.
Yay.
Can you believe it?
I'm glad we got Kadew to work on her comic after a whole half a week, it sounds like, since Thursday.
Yeah, and it was only on Thursday that I got any drawing done since the semester started. It's been a while.
Oh man.
Oof.
Any
Fear.
Karuku is good.
Right?
You
Any
say that for
progress.
now because we're still in the early game.
because we're still happy. It's gonna be later on, and we're like, no, please take a break. Don't force more of this.
There's no getting off Kadew's wild ride.
Did I stutter?
I want to get off Kadew's wild ride.
Zero can't wait for blood.
I can't wait for
so
Dark
excited.
Timeline.
Yeah, the blood's just gonna be like dark gray though. That's the only thing that's gonna save me from going up a rating is that the blood isn't actually red.
It's like
Blood.
robot blood. I'm gonna have to go forage for food now.
Alright,
should
let
forage
me
for food
send
and water.
Tails that image for the thread.
Oh yeah,
Thank ya.
I
Yeah.
forgot.
Yeah, whenever you. Yeah, thank ya, and I will update the thing. I've got to get up and stretch though. My back is definitely stiff. I should have done more stretching while on stream.
Oh no, does it hurt more?
It's not hurting more. It's just tense. But I gotta get some good stretching in because then I'm in the chair again for another at least like 4 hours. To
Yeah.
do my stream.
Can you play like, I don't know, lying down?
It's the problem is the microphone that makes it like I'm kind of stuck to the chair. 'Cause I
Gotcha.
debated it.
Mm.
I genuinely debated like, okay, how can I do this while lying down? And the answer is I cannot. But if it starts to get too stiff on stream, I will just cut it off. Like I'll just cut off the stream. I'm not gonna wreck my back for a night of streaming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't do that. Certainly don't do that.
So, all right, guys, I'm gonna go stretch and also forage for some food. Thank you again.
Thank
Alright,
you.
bye. I'll probably go find some foods too. It was really nice hanging out. I haven't done a voice chat in a long time either. It was fun.
It's always a good
fun.
time with you, Kadew.
Yeah, maybe when I stream later, I'll just slink into this channel and idle here, and if you see me, just come in and co-commentate with me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Alright, bye.
Talk to you later, guys. Bye.